Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, join our cult. Hello and welcome to the... Oh, no.
Just dab Maffew for the audio listeners. In that kind of mood.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Ross dabbed. Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. We're joined as always by Ross on Wrestling.
Hello, Maffew.
Jack on Jobber.
Hello.
And the other one. And what a week it's been for wrestling, eh, lads?
Has it?
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. Bloody
The
hell.
chemistry you could only get here on the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
Why has it been
Yeah,
what
why?
a week for wrestling, Maffew?
There you go. Got there in the end. Well, lots of things have happened. Sadly, Harley Race has passed away.
Yeah, it's sad.
In his sleep because the Grim Reaper didn't dare take him when he was alive. Very sensible, that lad.
I wonder why you were going there. That was a good line, that.
It was a tasteful joke in the end.
Good,
It's all right,
he's
yeah.
about 900 years old. So that's exactly how I feel today. Yeah, Harley Race, obviously a legend, one of those guys where you think of an old school wrestler, and the mental image of
It's
Harley
that
Race.
picture when he's got the World Heavyweight Championship on his shoulder. Oh, that picture is just professional wrestling,
Yeah.
isn't it? Wonderful.
The stories that Flair would have when him and, I don't know, Backlund and Race would go out drinking together and, like, Flair and Backlund, how you doing here? Wait, where's Harley? And Harley's just going around the pub or the tavern, they're at starting fights with people. It's like going up the pool table, knocking the nickels off the thing, like, what are you going to do about it? And like, Harley, can't you just relax? Come and have a
No,
drink.
because he's
and
got
chill.
mutton chops and a lovely perm. Of course he's going to do that.
I am having a good time.
No wrestlers really look like that anymore.
What, perm?
No,
Yeah,
like
actually.
Harley, like just grizzled old man.
Yeah.
Or like even when he wasn't old, he still looked old. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
None of them
it's
look
funny
like
thinking
that.
of Harley Race. Wow, handsome Harley Race. Yeah.
Kid Mo, and then just what
He
was
born grizzled.
who looks like him? He's Silas Young, but he's like small and flippy and nimble.
Yeah, and even he's like a tribute to...
He's not flippy, but he's.
Trevor Murdoch.
Yes, absolutely.
I guess the revival.
Oh, yeah,
Sort
right.
of Dawson,
Yeah,
but not-
Revive.
Well, what about their sexy boys now with their millions of dollars and their,
Yeah.
their shirts and their cocktails and whatnot and their
That's true.
sunglasses?
I
Yes.
can't think of any. They tried
A
to.
handsome revival, they call him.
They're trying to make Adam Page like a wrestler, aren't they? But he's too pretty.
He's a cowboy.
He's a sexy cowboy. He looks like he's in Magic Mike.
The
He's
best
a
type of cowboy.
stallion.
Yes, that was our living tribute to Harley Race. Quickly going off topic.
A
as
legend, a
usual.
pioneer, influenced many greats, Triple H included. There we go.
Yeah. Sadly, also, UK wrestling is dead this week. It's been a horrible week for this. As reported by Voices on Wrestling.
Voices of Wrestling.
It's Voices of Wrestling.
It's of.
On.
Of.
Okay.
I like reading their reviews of like Japan shows and
Yeah,
stuff.
I like
They're
reading
good for
their
that. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently, according to these people, their sauce, assuming the brown sauce or tomato sauce, which we all know brown's better superior,
Now we know tomato is.
as previously discussed in a previous podcast, don't pay attention to Ross, that NXT UK talent will not be allowed to work UK indie and Ireland indie streaming services, which doesn't make any sense because last week we had Walter and Illy and Dub X Dub,
What is wrong with
the
this
Grizzled.
table? Sorry.
I actually thought it was Jack farting.
This
you?
table's rubbing it.
I'm not lying because you went like that.
Do you want to peel back the curtain here? This table is actually two tables put next to each other.
Wow.
Whoa!
That is really
Check
interesting.
Just
it
move
is.
them slightly further apart. So
We
they
should
don't
have kept that secret fact for Patreon givers. Anyway, yeah, UK wrestling's apparently dead, but it's not. But it is, but it's not.
Well, has that change just not been implemented yet? Possibly.
We'll see.
Right.
I will look very foolish criticising Voices.
Well,
if
the thing is,
it turns out, yeah,
why,
they actually get
why are
pulled.
you so? I'm not arguing.
Oh,
I'm just
go ahead.
playing
Please
devil's
be
advocate.
argumentative.
But like, why do you not believe it? So, if because things do seem to be trending in that way. Like WWE's contracts with UK guys are getting more and more exclusive as it goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So would that not eventually be their end goal? Why wouldn't they do that?
I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Actually, you're right. If they are wanting to have a monopoly on this area, they
I've-
would do that. But I don't think it's going to happen because they do. I was going to say they do need them. They don't really, do they? No.
I've been scared to voice my opinion on this on Twitter because there's been so many memes and jokes and tweets attacking people who are saying the British wrestling's dying. But I actually think it's on its way down. Like, you can't argue with the fact that it's
certainly
in a
different to how
worse
it
state
was,
now.
yeah.
That's a very diplomatic way of saying it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Because there are, every time, it's like the Hydra, every time you cut its head, 3 more pop out. Every time somebody leaves for NXT UK, there's still lots of talent.
There
being
is lots of
turned out.
talent, but I'm going to argue that the talent isn't as bountiful and as deep as it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but 2 or 3 years ago, it was some of the best wrestling in the world.
WWE have killed, haven't they?
Ross just comes in. Fair enough.
They have though, haven't they? When you look at what the scene was 3 years ago, like at the top of British independent wrestling level. I know it's still got its grassroots; they're still flourishing, but at the very top, they've just come in and just gone, "Fwasha!" Bought some of them. Another one had to pass away last week.
I was going to segue that into...
It sort of indirectly because of the contracts that were handed out to numerous champions they had back in the day and stuff like that. But so they have had a massive detrimental impact to like the amount of the accessibility to. No, what am I trying to say here? You know what I'm trying to say, don't you?
I'm getting what you're saying. Yeah. I'm not going to say that we come along and think it's been a great thing. Absolutely not. Far from it. But as well as to Defiant Wrestling, which we'll segue into, people were quick to point out like, oh, NXT UK killed them. I'm not saying that was exactly the reason why. I'm sure it helped.
It was one of them. There was many reasons.
Yeah, there were many reasons. To say that everything was going all right and then NXT UK debuted and they're like, oh, that's it, 4 hour, dead, is untrue. But I want to say one complimentary thing about Defiant/WCPW, because obviously I was quite critical of it because it's a wrestling company and that's what we like to do, right?
Yeah.
But I'll say this, one huge positive they did was because I was at the first shows with my mates and we were aghast to see the fact that the majority of the people there were wearing like branded clothing with your logos on, the stuff that you were doing at that time, gimmicks. I'm like, oh, they're here to see like
they weren't
the
like,
YouTubers.
They weren't like smarky like indie. No.
And then people like me were like, oh, I'm glad you're here to see, whatever Ross or whatever Jack, whatever the names were at the time. Also on the card, Jay Lethal, El Ligero. No, we should just laundry list these people. But then I was gonna say, then at the later shows at the O2 Academy when like Ospreay versus Kirby was happening. There's a lad behind me and I went, hey, it's really good, this. I went, yeah, it is. He goes, it's the first time I've seen like live wrestling.
Right.
I'm like, so one thing is they introduced people that probably would have never watched or only had a past interest in the UK and Irish indie wrestling scene and got them into it.
That was the best part of it for me, was the exposure that the originals got. Your Hendrys and your Kirbys and your Kids and your Connors and people like that.
Rampage.
The exposure that Rampage. The list goes on. That was the best part of it for me, watching had them flourish and get a platform that a lot of them never had before.
Yeah, and they deserve that platform. No, like we're not like I said it on the podcast last week, the WCPW podcast. It's not like we're saying we gave them that. And
if they were crap, they would have fallen flat on their asses, but they're not, have they?
It's a level. It's a
well
level.
Done, yeah, you gave them the.
It's a level they deserve to get to, and we were just able to provide a platform for them to get there. Yeah.
So well done, and lots of happy memories there.
Yeah. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the tell-all book to come out.
Weatherby Services will forever be in my heart now. Yep.
Chris Thompson always used to sing that. Who's fantastic.
Jurassic Park
sort of looks like Jurassic Park in some sort of way.
So
I don't know
when you approach Weatherby Services and you got that sort of winding slip road that goes around, he would say it looked like approaching Jurassic Park, and then he'd do a bit of the tune.
Aww.
Every time.
That's the one thing you want to bring up about Defiant. Awesome. What else? Triple Mania happened, and I was all excited, like all the people, like, oh boy, here we come, because Triple Mania
reinforced your mentions.
Exactly. Triple Mania, translated English, is Botchamania Christmas. Not this year, lads. No, they ironed out all the creases they had last year.
It looked like it was going to get that way with Vampiro's entrance. He looks like he was on one when he's in the entrance, where he's just like looking menacing, like,
fantastic.
I'm going to do some. Hit mine. At least his music was playing this time. So the crowd knew he was going to go and sit down and commentate and speak some words.
No, he got in the match.
Oh, but this time they knew.
Yeah, right.
The allegations, assumptions are that he said and tweeted, like, I am going to be doing commentating with Matt Striker. And the assumption is AAA went, yes, you are. Yes, just to coerce him in the building. Come on. And then shut the door behind him. Like, nah, you're in the Battle Royal. You're not doing commentary ever again for us. And it worked. Him and Vampiro and Conan had a brief thing, and then they sodded off. There was no commentary. There was no music. There was no farting. It was perfect. Awesome.
Also,
and yeah,
in
the
that
show
Battle
was great.
Royal, Aerostar had a custom entrance diving platform.
Yeah.
He just jumped off.
Because it's in his contract. He signed it himself. I want to dive off stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's just get out of the way. Makes his entrance. Whee! All right, that's it.
It was Cultaholic's Tom Campbell pointed out that the screen behind him makes it look like the giant one behind him pushes
Best
him
timing I've ever seen.
How did he know? Eyes in the back of his head.
That's why I get paid the big bucks. And yeah, the main event of Blue Demon Jr. defeating Dr. Wagner Jr. a hair versus mask match in one of the bloodiest matches you'll see all year. Oh my god, it was spouting out of his head, like, you know when you want the last bit of tomato ketchup on your botany, and
or
that
brown sauce.
Whoosh. That doesn't work.
Other
red.
condiments are
How does that
available.
work?
Oh,
With,
right,
how
of
does that
course.
work with brown sauce? And is there a different sort of like technique to use at the end of the
It's the
bottle?
other end of the body for that example. But yeah, Trollmania killed, and you can watch it on twitch.tv. It's $5.
I should mention as well, Cain Velasquez made his wrestling
Cain
debut.
He was
Velasquez.
amazing.
He's
wasn't
good. He can wrestle.
Yeah.
He's a luchador.
He can sing as well.
Is there anything he can't
Just a
do?
Joe Hendry
Oh,
reference
right.
went through my head
I was
there.
gonna be like, can he actually sing?
He
No.
can wrestle.
He can sing.
He can
Do
sing.
anything he puts his mind to. So yeah, Trollmania and Ukes parted ways with WWE Gaming.
Mm.
Yeah, I've said that right. I think it's Ukes, right?
I think it's
The
Yuki's.
developer.
Yeah,
Yuckies.
Yukies.
No.
I thought it was Yukies.
Yuckies.
Did
Nah.
it for the Yuki, and presumably then they weren't able to press X at the right time out to get the kick out. And not only is that a retro gaming reference, it's a modern gaming reference because that thing's unchanged for about 10 years. So interested to see what
So
that
what that
counts.
means, because I was speaking to Sam, because I don't understand, obviously, because I'm not a gaming man at all. I was like, well, this changed the complete like gameplay of 2K games now since they were the developer. And now they've got this, what is it, who do they go with? Vision something gaming,
I
modern
might
gaming
not know.
company.
Yes.
did-
Rareware.
Will that completely change everything?
Let's find out. Well, according to Voices of Wrestling, the NXT UK guys cannot appear there.
Now that Naughty Dog are running 2K game, no, they're not. When it went from THQ, didn't it, to back
Yes.
to Ukes, or are they both
believe
been?
so.
Well, I didn't seem to notice much of a. I can't remember.
I remember one of the gaming people at What Culture told me back in the day when we were doing like when 2K15 was the first game on PS4, like the new generation consoles, whatever that term is. They couldn't change anything because they didn't have enough time because of the early releases, so they just kept the same engine from the PS3 stuff or something along those lines, and that's why they haven't changed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go with that. It's like any gaming franchise that gets launched every year. There'll be subtle changes. Sometimes the better, sometimes the worst. So
I just wish they would take a year off, man, just make it like the SmackDown games back in the day. That's what they need to do. Less realism,
yeah,
more arcadey gameplay.
more forklifts.
Yes.
And what else news we have? NWA to begin producing studio TV show this October from Atlanta. Oh boy, another wrestling company.
That's where we'll see the new Harley Race.
Yeah.
What was that guy that made that Evolve show? He could be the new Harley Race.
Oh, JD
JD. Aye. Is that it?
No, JD Dumb.
No,
JD
it was JD. No, it was JD
That's
Drake.
right, straight from 401 Mania.
It was JD Drake.
That's right.
The wrestler.
But I went, yeah, that's not no, sounds right.
I
yeah.
know.
Billy
But yeah,
Corgan
he
still
could be the next. He was a bit, yeah. I followed that Austin Theory on Twitter after that. I was thinking, you know what? It's time I followed him, see what he's all about. Just tweets loads about how he's going to be a future star. Well, I know that. Look at you.
Destined to be the new Mike Kanellis after that.
After what?
After he tweets how great he's going to be
Oh,
in the
right,
future. It's just the same trajectory. Easy
No,
word for me to say.
Not when he looks like that. He's going to be. Oh, he's going to be NXT champion.
Like the main
within-
character from Big Mouth.
He doesn't look. He does a bit.
AEW Revolution, trademarked for AEW on TNT show / Women's Casino Battle Royal announced.
Have you seen who's in?
No. Whoa!
Have you seen who's in?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, you're gonna. Do you want to tell it?
Is it-
I'll go in
Oh.
ascending order.
Yeah.
from, like,
Because the
how-
last
How
one's
dare
me.
you say ascending or look at
I
me?
don't know,
when I
we
got
might
that
have
wrong for about 5
No,
months.
because I know that you like this person as well. We both said she's underrated before, and we both agreed.
I've forgotten who one of them is.
Right. So one of them's. So the first one.
The first, I'd say
Go on.
the least one is the one I've forgotten.
Oh, really? So we had 3. So was it the daughter? Which
The
one?
daughter, I think the daughter's
God,
the most
I'm-
interesting
Oh no,
one,
I
mate.
think
The NJPW
I think
senior lads, are we?
I think the veteran's the most interesting one.
So the veteran is Jazz,
What?
who
Okay.
now
What?
has she's got a mask, and she's also bald.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
that.
She looks hard as...
She looks terrifying.
Oh, it's such a good look.
You've got.
Do you know her finisher in ECW is called the Jazz Stinger?
Then there's Roddy Piper's daughter.
Aye, the daughter of Roddy Piper.
Oh, that's why it was appearing on Facebook. Right, there we go.
I've remembered the last one.
Go on then.
We've met her. Well, I've met her at least. Went to Subway with her. It's Eva Lise.
Oh, Christ, I forgot.
So good collection there of. Well, I don't know how good Roddy Piper's daughter is, but Eva Lise is good. Jazz was class back in the day.
If she opens her mouth, hey, he's like, well.
There's Jazz. Oh, Roddy Piper. No, she talks on the promo. They were doing that thing where the card dealer was giving them.
I love that, though, because they had Jake Roberts as the dealer, and he
Yeah.
was smoking a tab, and he was dealing... Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, is that? Oh, my friend said that he says, "Want to play 21?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's out. Get in.
And
Right,
Piper
I'm so
Jr.
happy.
drops a little reference to the movie line to change the questions, blah, 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 and all that malarkey.
Change the answers.
Yeah.
But you can
Very
tell
well
that
done.
they've just got Jake Roberts because they never show them in the same shot. They've got him to do like a few stock ones where he's like, "This is a lucky one," and then throws it, and then it's them like reacting to it. But you can tell it's like It's like they've just got to do a batch of it. It's good.
so
It's still
good, though.
It is
This is
good.
high.
Stand there with his tab.
Ace is high, and so am I.
Is it not a cigar?
It was just a normal cigarette.
Was it?
Aye.
Oh, I think it's just because he's an old school wrestler. I pictured him with a massive cigar, but fair enough.
He sounds like he had a few cigars.
He's great.
Can't think of anything to say. He just goes, cards. Next, the Saudi Arabia show, Crown Jewel 2019, take place on Halloween.
How fitting.
As I say, people said, oh, look at all these cool looking severed hair. Oh, wait, never mind.
No,
And
I can't do that one. I'm gonna have to boot that off because me and you are going out on Halloween dressed as Guile and the United Allies
Well,
from.
I may or may
Street
not have
Fighter.
already ordered that gear, so maybe we'll just start next week.
Something that leads on from that, though, is I don't know if this is spoilerific or not, but Kane is back in a wrestling ring this month, and he's
Whoa.
facing 2 house shows he's doing, and he's facing Braun Strowman. In my mind, at least, thinks that's like a warm-up, a tune-up for a Saudi Arabia, because never has a Saudi Arabia match sounded more fitting than Kane versus Braun Strowman. I thought, personally, anyway.
I think.
Yeah,
I'm
they
worried
wanted
because-
Cain Velasquez.
I'm worried because. Well, they just want to boot Kane and Undertaker together again.
No,
Okay,
not after last time.
they're not going to care how good the match was.
Oh, yeah, they don't care. They're still booking Kane. They're not there for the star ratings.
Yeah.
They don't
Anyway,
get the wrestlers alive in Saudi Arabia.
there's one smart.
Yeah. Seth Rollins believes intergender wrestling matches are unrealistic.
He said that WWE needs to be based in realism.
Well,
Yeah, speaking of which, Seth Rollins
I
will take
know
on
exactly
Brock
what-
Lesnar
yeah.
at SummerSlam.
Not only that, but Rollins, who is like 90% buggered after this week's Raw, getting his arse handed to. Just be more self-aware, please, Seth, because it's getting out of hand now. Every week there's something now. It's just like, shut your mouth.
I mean, doing devil's advocate like Jack was before, Seth is a company guy, and he's giving company questions, and people are ragging on him. I mean, what are people supposed to be going like, Seth, what do you think about WWE? That's a lot of crap, really,
But-
isn't it?
That's not a company question, though.
but Cena.
Isn't it?
I guess it's just his opinion, though. I can't just saying your opinion's wrong, but like, it's still based in realism than the storyline he's in at the minute. Just be more aware of like what you're saying in the context
like,
of it.
Cena was a flawless company guy in terms of like PR and stuff and avoiding this sort of stuff. And Reigns was all right, and The Miz was fantastic, even though he was a heel. So I don't know. Seth keeps putting his foot in it.
I know, it's just a weird thing to criticize. How dare he not give a good PR on answer? I'm like, I don't care.
But that
But then again, actually, wait, what does it say underneath? Seth Rollins says, red sauce better than brown. You're right. What a plump.
I feel bad for him. He's been thrust into this position, you know, and we've all said stupid stuff online that you then immediately the next day go like, So it's like that on a massive scale.
Can't relate to this, can you, Ross?
never.
Nah. Delete. Nick Aldis reportedly turns down AEW offer. Yes, he went on and said he wanted to do a deal where he would still be working with NWA. And
Good.
NWA went, nah. Anyway, all right, then.
Good.
That's it.
Tell you what, though,
Very loyal to the NWA brand.
cheap
Nick
plug-in
Aldis.
coming. Desert Island Graps, whatever it's called, the Cultaholic series with Tom. I've forgotten completely.
Desert Island Graps. yes.
Desert Island Graps.
Whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called.
It was
Tom's
great.
show.
Like, it was-
Tom's show.
The other day, Tom was like, I got 10 minutes to go, like, just before you shoot, because
okay.
I've got an interview with Nick Aldis. Like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Several hours later, Tom was finished. Nick Aldis talking for Britain. And I listened to it last night. Unbelievable, man. Very charismatic. Because obviously, you see the guy portrays when he's wrestling, and it's very serious and it's very deadpan. Some might call it slightly boring. I'm not one of them.
Well,
I
fair
was
enough.
one of them. But you listen to that, and I'm not just doing it because like, it's one of our things, but it's a really interesting interview. Changed my perspective on the guy completely. And I thought he would be, after the end, like the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match at All In,
Yep.
That's right.
he could have been a main event level sort of heel for AEW, I thought.
Yeah.
And it worked, but like the contrast between what he does and what everyone else does.
Yeah,
But
I get you.
But I
But
it wasn't to be.
I think he's probably more well suited to staying with the NWA.
yeah,
though.
especially if they got a TV show now.
Yeah.
Fair play.
First wrestler that I met was it yours as well?
At close quarters,
Yeah.
That was that infamous game. It was Newcastle United 3, Manchester United 3. Paul Dummett, last minute equaliser. Anyway, we're in the box for that game with Nick.
Yeah.
Tricky Nicky.
In the
Oh,
What Culture
That
box.
was the game. That was the game that started it all.
Linsky was there. There was some lamb chops. I remember those lamb chops.
Oh, the lamb
my
chops
God,
were
the lamb
lovely.
chops were fantastic.
Get a pie at half
But
time.
obviously, Magnus had quite a lot of the lamb chops because he's big lad.
Because he's big, he's a protein.
He didn't. I don't think he ate a pie though. Surprisingly, who would have thought of that?
I can see him looking like Dracula looking at
On a body like
that. Speaking of needing the protein, Undertaker signed a lifetime WWE contract.
Wait,
I just like doing these crap segues.
Speaking
Sometimes
of-
they work,
but
sometimes they don't.
do. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Undertaker needs the money.
I mean, it's like Meltzer. This was a Meltzer's thing last week. That little thing Meltzer does. The
Oh,
wrestling.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
This is
his
called a
new
rag,
show,
brother.
his new show, Desert Island Graps.
So he was like, it's not a lifetime contract, but for all intents and purposes, it's a lifetime contract.
Right.
That sounds like how Dave would put it. And as he signed it, they were like giving that to Conrad, somehow watching. Yeah. And yeah, that's a lot of news. Anything else
Right.
to report?
Not that I
Absolutely
can
everything.
particularly think of. Takeover's this Saturday and
Yeah.
SummerSlam's this Sunday.
That's right.
I'll just give a quick little plug. So me and Adam are doing Takeover live stream on Saturday night, and then Ross is challenging Tom Campbell for the Cultaholic Heavyweight Championship. That's not live. That's going to be.
Dirty Thief. That is a recorded reaction. That'll be up on Tuesday on the channel.
I'm
Props.
fully Team Ross. Like, I want the belt back in the proper fold. This new guy coming
Oh
in.
no, I'm part of the NWO B team.
You're the
of
Wolfpack.
Cultaholic. Oh yeah, if only I was the Wolfpack. You know, I'm Vincent and what's in that? Scott Norton out there. Where we're defending.
What are you on about?
We're defending this
You're a
title.
major
Tom's in
part
more
of-
videos than me these days.
That's right.
You're like
You're
you're,
invaded by the B team. Haha.
you're a bit like AJ Styles.
Thank
were
you. Ended there,
renowned
ended there,
elsewhere,
Jack.
and then you've come. Okay, right. Yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
Renowned elsewhere, longevity and all that. Then you've come into Cultaholic. I'm saying that we're WWE
Right.
is what I'm saying. That's what
No,
I'm
no, I know what I am. I'm Rick Rude in DX. It's like,
Please try
when
and
you
grow.
big 10 years ago, why are you
Please
still here?
Try grow a mustache and come
I
back
think
and say that again. Can you grow a mustache?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, just give me
Get a
like 2
thick
weeks.
slug on that top lip next
What,
week.
and then next segment shave and then come back.
I've never seen Maffew with facial hair, but apparently you can grow quite.
I've had
I've
it on
seen
this
him with,
podcast,
I've seen
yeah.
him with like a fair bit of stubble. Nice,
Yeah.
nice,
2 weeks and it's there.
nice. Come on,
Make Salah Shunga. Ooh,
let's make my dreams come true.
grow a beard. Oh, I'll make it. Just because it's your dream.
I wish I could grow a slug on my lip. I can't do it.
Can you not?
Uh.
I think I'd come in with a beard, go in the toilets, and because running on the street, I look like. How could I, don't say sex offender? A sex offender. It's the only way to go around it. If you're a big guy with a mustache, it's all right. Little weedy guy, nah, it's just not.
You look a bit like a guy with Only Fools and Horses. What's he called? Del Boy's pal? I forgot his
Rodney.
name completely.
No,
No,
not
sorry,
Rodney.
Rodney's pal.
Del Boy.
Rodney's pal.
Rodney's pal with a mustache?
The young guy with the mustache.
Oh yeah,
Brown hair.
yeah,
You
yeah.
look a bit like him. Forgotten you.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's all right.
I
Yeah,
don't want to think of his name.
Neither can I. Can't
I'm
remember.
older now. I'm more like Boise.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame.
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame. I am still drinking Sal Pellegrino just in case sparkling
gonna
water,
say-
which was an option last week, wins again.
Is it your favourite segment?
It's everyone's favourite segment.
But is it your favourite segment after the last 3
Come on,
weeks?
Seth.
I'm
Give the PR answer.
everyone. Yes, it is mine because sometimes I win.
Was it mint sauce? Trashed. Brown sauce?
deserved.
Trashed.
Brown sauce
Sparkling water?
should have.
Sparkling water?
Get out of here.
Oh, it's good. It's gone. Oh,
That's right.
In
Audio listeners, I pretended to hit it with a bat. There we go.
in descending order. No.
Oh.
Ascending order. Yeah, I'll do the first one every week. England cricket team.
Oh, what?
13%.
Well, we lost the 1st
I've got to
test.
say, it's
so
fully
I was gonna
deserved.
say, yeah,
fully
yeah.
deserved after the
People,
past.
After that-
people went and changed their vote after
After
they
that
saw.
second innings collapse. Ugh, lads.
Kiss My Rose,
Wow.
aka the theme from Batman Forever, 31%.
Wow.
Your bag of whatevers, and bacon. Clear,
Oh, how
clear. I mean, whatever. 56%. I thought Kiss My Rose would be a bit closer
So did I.
to all of bacon,
It is a
smoked
banger.
and unsmoked.
It's
So-
unsmoked bacon. For me. Smoked
Me
or
too.
unsmoked?
I would love to debate you, but nah, unsmoked for me too.
Wait. What's the difference?
One smoked and one
Is
isn't.
unsmoked softer?
It just tastes a bit different.
Yeah.
I think I prefer smoked, but I can't honestly think.
You do a taste test. When I've got my mustache, we'll
Does
have
unsmoked-
one unsmoked, unsmoked. You have your eyes
Is
shut, you
unsmoked
see.
a bit more meaty? Like, I don't know how to
Both
describe
meaty.
it, man.
I don't know why this popped. I was like, when you've got your tash, we'll put Jack in a blindfold and we'll have you shirtless just
Yeah.
feeding him bits of bacon.
Yeah, and people who haven't heard this week's podcast, we go, "What's happening?" So you won.
You shirtless in a pair of denim jeans with a workman's belt on.
If you
Jack
like a
blindfolded.
lot of bacon, open your mouth, Jack.
Oh god.
So you won this week. Ross, what's your pick this week?
Mine's Jazz because I think she looks
Okay.
incredible.
I thought you meant the genre.
No, not that we might.
The
Maybe.
concept of jazz.
Let's just put Jazz in there and see
Spirit
what.
of jazz. Hey boy, no.
Jazz the wrestler.
badly.
Because I was taken. I just watched the latest Road to All Out this morning, and I was blown away when I saw her. I knew she was still wrestling. I know she's still married to Rodney Mack, I do believe.
Oh yeah.
Better Mac, better ting. I gotta get him home. A hop. That's his theme.
Rodney the Mac. Rodney the Mac.
And then
Oh
the
my
cast him
God.
as was it 2K15?
What?
The cast Rodney Mack as Mike Tyson as the enforcer in the WrestleMania. Good, but I
They
think
actually
it's
cast. No, I know what you're talking about. I didn't realize they.
Nah,
actually
just the
cast
character they
somebody.
used for Mike Tyson didn't have the licensing. It looked like Rodney Mack.
Oh.
But she was
Yeah,
great
okay.
back in the day. She was a complete contrast to everything else that was in the women's division because she was a legitimate,
Yeah.
hard woman compared to your beautiful people. That's not saying she's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
I
digging
know what you
myself a
mean.
hole here.
No,
No, but
And now
I think we all know.
And now she's come back and she looks absolutely terrifying, and I'm on board. I want her to win.
Aye.
Get her signed. Get her signed full time.
That's what jazz is all about.
Yes.
Ross.
I'm Jack. Oh,
Easy
dear me.
mistake.
I'm gonna go for. You know what? I was getting ready the other day. I was getting ready to go out on not a night out, just on the pub and that. And
That doesn't sound like you.
you know when you leave a YouTube video playing and it goes to the next song, and it ended up on the Hercules soundtrack. So I'm gonna
Stronger
nominate.
than a gladiator.
What?
Hercules.
Oh, who puts the glad in Gladiator? Hercules. The Disney Hercules.
Wait, is that the lyric?
Who put the glad in Gladiator? Hercules. Because they're like cheerleading.
So I've been singing that wrong for.
I think it's who
since
put
it
the
came
glad
out.
in Gladiator. Yeah. So I'm going to go for Hercules, the Disney version. It's a great film. Maybe my favourite Disney film. A lot of good songs in that. Zero to Hero, that one.
Yeah.
Go the Distance. Oh.
Yeah.
Meg's one.
Isn't it Ricky Martin that does the
I think
version?
the proper version's Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
But
Sway's his own version.
Meg's song's good. No chance. No
Yeah.
way. I won't say it. Oh, no. Get off my case.
Na,
Yeah.
na, 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 na.
I can't think of any other songs, but they're all. James Woods plays Hades.
He hasn't got a song though.
I know, but he's very good in it.
So you wanna be a hero?
Kidwell.
Whoop-de-doo.
Danny DeVito's in
Yeah.
it. He's Phil. Yes. I'm nominating Hercules, the Disney version.
All of it. Not, oh, okay.
No, all of the whole film. Nice catch,
That's one of-
Hercules.
I've never seen it, mate.
Have you not?
Never seen
Oh, it's a good one.
I think
That's
it's
one of the
because
few I've not seen.
There's too many like.
you also said
haha,
Hydra
oldie
before.
references to new stuff. There's too much of that going on.
In Hercules?
Yeah.
Is there?
Absolutely. There's still like, hey, look, Air Herc.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of that. But overall,
It's
it's,
very
good.
90s, yeah.
It's the designer that did Pink Floyd's The Wall that did the design of everything.
What?
Which why everything looks so odd.
Oh,
Right.
that's mint.
And James Woods is Hercules.
Yeah.
Is Hades.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Ross and Jack. Let's get everyone's name on there. Sorry, lads. And yeah, that's a good pick.
See the new Lion King?
No.
Oh, what did you think of it?
It felt like the opening song starts and they do the first same shots exactly the same as
Yeah.
the cartoon version. Just felt like you're cheating on it.
Oh.
I guess if you've never seen the cartoon version, it'll be amazing. But the fact I had seen the cartoon version, not for me. And also, John Oliver is the little bird.
Oh,
Get out!
God.
He's awful.
I like John Oliver.
I quite enjoy watching him speak about things in a passionate manner. But
Yeah.
him playing a little cartoon, comical bird, nah.
yeah. Because Rowan Atkinson was the original one.
Oh, Rowan
Yes,
Atkinson.
he was.
So what's happening? Oh my God! It's the current year. Thanks. And sorry. Whoa, those are some good picks. Well, I'm still going to pick the one I wanted to pick
Yeah.
originally. Wonnie Lorcan. It's
Wonnie.
been great.
Woody.
Wonnie, like one.
Is this because of his massive finger?
Wonnie, Wonnie,
Oh, yeah. What
Wonnie.
the hell was
I think I
that?
might have said him because I tweeted look at Ernie Logan's massive
Yeah,
finger, and
he has
an hour
got a
later
massive
he was like,
finger.
hour later, he tweeted the Photoshop someone sent me going,
Yeah.
don't stop taking the piss up your little finger.
Yeah, and his finger was now like too cold Scorpio size. It was a more.
How did it start? Does he actually have a very long finger?
It's a long finger. Aye.
Unedited. It's a long.
yeah,
it's a
finger.
massive
but I've only
finger.
seen the
It's a double
Photoshop.
Polaroid.
Right.
That was a Red Dwarf thing, sorry. So Wonnie had this tweet, and he types all in capital letters because that's his gimmick.
Like Pac.
Wonnie, my first year in wrestling, I kept it a secret because I sucked, and there was usually like 3 people in the crowd until Brian Malone's broke my face, and I came home gross looking, and my mom said she suspected I was in an underground fight club, but said no, I was pro wrestling, and she cried. So that, coupled with the giant finger pick, Wonnie Lorcan on Twitter.
It's Oni.
It's what?
It's Oni Logan.
No, Wonnie.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
He does the
Type in
Because
one and
Danny-
E in the end.
Danny
like
Burch is-
irony.
Danny Burch
Wonnie.
is 2E, isn't he?
What's that? Banjo-Tooie.
Danny Burch is Tooie.
Banjo-One-E is the first game in the Banjo-Kazooie series.
Yeah.
So
I've played Banjo. I get it. I get Banjo.
I said it. I didn't realise in my head that's crap.
Oh, right. I thought you were just
So I thought if I looked at you long enough and called you Ross again, you'd laugh. It was not to be. So your 3 picks this week
Remember
are...
Mumbo Jumbo and Bottles and all the supporting cast of characters?
I do.
That was a really enriched world, that. Anyway,
It
sorry,
was.
carry on.
I can't let you were hit.
I've just been hit by
You're
it.
thunderstruck by a retro.
And when you do Seth Rollins, you sound like Gruntilda.
Damn it, you gave it away.
Intergender wrestling is unrealistic. Speaking of unrealistic, me and Becky Lynch.
Anyway, Ross's pick this week is Jazz, the wrestler, or the genre, if you... Depends on the jazz lists we
we'll
have.
specify the wrestler.
Okay, and then next week we'll have that.
But you need to watch the AEW video on YouTube before casting your vote because it'll change your
It's not just
world.
a mask, it like opens from the middle.
It's
doesn't
incredible,
it?
aye.
It's like a sarcophagus type. It's weird.
Ooh,
Aye.
nice.
She looks like Dale Torborg. Mine's Hercules the cartoon.
She looks a bit like Willow the Wisp, actually, when you think of it.
Oh, no.
I can't do it. I'm not even going to try.
I just
did
do
try.
Seth Rollins as well. And, of course, one who... What was it really?
Oh, it's Oni Logan.
Oni Lorcan on Twitter. So if you'd like to cast your votes, you can go to...
Patreon.com/Cultaholic.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Let's watch some wrestling. Monday Night Raw. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair defeated Natalya and Trish Stratus via DQ. This
I had
happened.
an issue with... Why did they book this match? Because,
Ratings.
obviously, Trish Stratus is wrestling. Put out on Twitter, Trish Stratus is wrestling. Watch Raw, because Trish Stratus will be wrestling. But you didn't dilute a massive big return at SummerSlam by having a tag team match where she doesn't get involved 7 days earlier.
You do when your ratings are going down.
But it just pissed me off when I saw it. She just stand there for 10 minutes going, ooh, tag us in. And at the end, she didn't even hit a move.
No.
Yeah, good use. Nice for coming, Trish. Andrade defeated Rey Mysterio Jr.
Good match.
That bloody powerbomb thing. Slipping off his belly. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It happened a few days earlier at Triple Mania. So everyone's like, oh, Ray, what are
You
you
dirty
doing?
bastard, Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the tweet.
He did it differently, though. They did like a suicide dive into it, which is
Even
mental.
harder.
Yeah. He just did his belly one. Yeah. The PG version.
The
safer.
PG version,
Yeah.
yes. Mike Kanellis defeated Maria Kanellis to become the new 24/7 champion. Then R-Truth Media defeated him to become the new 24/7
R-Truth
champion.
gave birth to a white baby.
And the baby that Mike and I thought was real. And then he went to catch it. Because
He's a father.
Yeah, he's got that reflex.
I know,
Yeah.
speaking as a not father, that's an automatic instinct.
Oh, you go to dad's school and practice. Anyway, Seth Rollins confronted Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, and that went really well for him.
I hated the segment.
What did you hate about it, Jack?
I hated how Paul Heyman beforehand goes, why would you cheer for Seth Rollins? He's got more balls than brains. And then Rollins comes out and just proves exactly that. He's meant to be the guy we're getting behind. He comes out limping. Was it all a ruse? Was he playing possum and then he charged him? Whatever the case, Lesnar just booted him straight in the chest straight away.
Yeah, it was a great plan. My plan is to attack him directly head on.
Yeah. And then Lesnar beat him up because he's better at fighting than him, as we now know, over months and months of storyline. And then Rollins, it was the promo as well. It's all like,
Yeah.
It's all I've got.
I feel sad.
Damn you, bird and bear. Anyway, it's all I've got. And you're like, hang on, don't you have Becky?
Wait, Lesnar and Heyman are Banjo and Kazooie. Heyman's on his back. Yeah.
I love doing that.
Sorry. Lesnar because
And every time he wins a match, he goes doo doo doo
Yeah.
doo doo. It's like £1 million.
and then if he wants to run faster, he
whatever.
gets like Heyman walks along on his legs. No, like the little up the hill. Right. Sorry for anyone who's never played Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah, so this
The promo was like he's trying to get everyone to feel sorry for him. He's like, I just don't know if
The
it's.
thing is, if you had no idea who Seth Rollins was and you just tuned in to watch some wrestling, you thought, oh, I feel a bit sorry for that guy.
Right.
But if you know who Seth Rollins is
Yeah.
and everything that's happened over the past few months,
Yeah.
it didn't work at all. You're just cheering for Lesnar.
I think it was funny. I think it was Bosmos on Twitter, who I love, did say like, why would so Seth's like,
Why would you want to be Brock Lesnar?
and you're like, yeah, why would you want to be this giant dude who's great at fighting and wrestling, who earns 7 figures, breathing, goes home to a pile of money and Sable every night? Yeah, why would you want to be him?
Yeah.
So we're all relating to Seth Rollins because he's a loser.
I just don't get it. But I do think he'll win on Sunday.
He can't win.
But he guaranteed it.
None of it's based in real, is
He
it?
said, I'm going to win it.
Speaking of this, so yeah, for months they've been having Becky and Seth as a thing. That's not really a thing, but we'll just believe it's a thing. The only couple I've ever seen on WTV to not kiss.
What
And
do you
then-
think?
and then-
Do you think they're not actually a couple?
Oh no! And then 2K comes out.
We kind of
And
just
who's
glaze
the-
over this.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait, and who's?
Do
Wait,
you
wait,
know
I'll
actually
get my
they're a
point. And
couple?
who's on the front cover? It's Becky Lynch and Roman.
Do you not think
And then Rollins to come out and help Becky and vice versa.
Stop talk. Go back.
Yeah.
I actually think it's like.
Oh, I didn't think this was a big thing. Like,
No.
do people actually think they're?
Yeah, I think they're a real couple.
I like you, Becky.
I
No,
like you too.
just
And then
'cause
there's nothing.
Just
I
'cause
think
they don't
I
have-
think it was a made-up thing.
I think they
It's
were
a TV
forced
thing.
to do that, and they were uncomfortable doing
But
it.
I think they're actually
Yeah.
going out.
I think they're actually going out. Yeah.
Well, God, I'd hate to be
The-
at that friggin' catty.
How are you?
The relationship was...
right there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
The
Yeah.
relationship... The relationship...
What you want to eat? I'll have white bread
The relationship...
with butter.
I'll have some bread with the seeds there.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna be charging Baron Corbin.
That doesn't seem very realistic.
So, before they were... like being hammered down our throats all the time as a storyline couple. Before they'd even confirmed that they were in a relationship, actually, before that, they were on Sheamus's workout CrossFit thing, and they had more chemistry there when they weren't under pressure to be like
On TV, on YouTube,
What?
in front of the camera, they had chemistry. Oh.
No. My point is, well, yeah,
More
but it's-
natural setting.
Yeah, and they were fine then. It's just when they're on TV acting as these characters.
Because
and they can-
Becky came out with an interview last week saying, I didn't want it to become everyone being reminded every 5 minutes these two people are in a relationship, which is what it became. And I always thought at the end of that Extreme Rules match when they were embracing... What match was it? I forget what.
It was
when they were embracing.
Rollins versus Corbin
They
with
were-
Lacey as the guest
I think they were
referee.
told to do that, and they were just like, we don't want to make it this public and shove it down everyone's
which is
throat,
fair,
and
which
it's
is totally like,
uncomfortable,
fair, yeah.
Maybe they're a real couple, and maybe I'm looking at it too much. But as far as I'm concerned, Billy and Chuck was more realistic than these two. Just saying.
Are you saying you want to see a commitment ceremony? Bischoff's back.
Oh my God.
Did
That was his
somebody
best
say-
The ratings are going to come through the roof. Oh, wait, sorry, I had the graph upside down. Down the basement. The Viking Raiders defeated Jay Alexander and... okay, whatever.
We have no idea what to do with the Viking Raiders, so let's do
They're
this.
just waiting until they get a tag title shot, maybe. Maybe.
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, attacked Kurt Angle. But never mind that. Did you see the job they did with the Photoshop Kurt Angle referee picture?
I compared
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Go on.
Uncircumcised foreskins, what I thought it looked like.
Oh, good.
Straight in there, Ross. Wow.
That was the first thing that came to my mind was an uncircumcised foreskin.
As opposed to
A
Circumcised foreskin.
a separate one, just like once it's been cut away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I saw with it? It's like, it's football crazy, you chocolate, man.
Oh, he did look like a power pod, yeah.
Do you reckon Kurt's ever played football with the lads?
No.
Me
With a
neither.
broken freaking neck, I should hope not. Be a liability. The US and Raw, United States and Raw Tag Team Champions, the OC, defeated SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The New Day. Oh, and also Ricochet.
There's a bit of a Teddy
Costs a
Long
lot there.
player. Let's make this
Absolutely.
a 6-man, yeah.
Yeah. I'm digging the OC at the minute.
This is just a little WCPW thing. I once saw
Okay, go on.
Ospreay planning a match backstage, and he did this. He was explaining to the others that it was going to start as a tag match. It was going to start as a brawl and then become a tag match. And he was like, he did that. He went like, and then obviously GM comes out. Hold on, it's going to be a match.
Oh,
he actually did. Yeah, he was like, hold on, holla, player, which was great. I loved seeing him do that. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Nice. Roman Reigns was attacked in the parking lot. Everyone else in the world done the Jimmy Uso joke by now. Whatever, I mean,
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
There's some people we should laugh at. It's,
who do we actually think it was? Brian.
well, we'll be getting to that soon.
Oh,
It's really help we know the results in a minute. But,
right. Sorry.
But it wasn't Samoa Joe. It couldn't have been him because he was.
I saw a
watching.
lot of people kicking off at Samoa Joe being nice, but like, if you want your name to be clear, or maybe you want to fool everybody, you would be nice, wouldn't you? So I thought it worked. I thought it was quite a good little nuanced thing.
Yeah, right.
I love.
You suck, Roman. I'm going to beat you tonight. Oh my God, Roman, you okay? Yeah, it makes sense.
I loved how he broke the door for no reason. He's like, I'll get you out of there.
Roman put out his head like, Roman!
I missed this watching it live, but apparently if you go back and watch it, the shot after the crash has happened, the car is just completely unmarked when it was marked before.
Oh.
Apparently they've had another botchy edit, Maffew.
Cool. Well, hopefully someone who does a video series will do.
Who else
do something
but
about that.
Maffew?
Yeah, really. Anybody. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Oh, yeah, this is a bit random. Defeated the Iconics, the Kabuki Warriors, and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
And they
in a fatal four
celebrated?
elimination.
Why did they celebrate?
What do you mean?
It's basically a death sentence.
Well-
Never going to see him again.
Well, I think because Bliss and Cross didn't immediately cry after winning the tag title, that's it, that they'll be going to be fired soon. Yeah, it was a weird choice, but they had to do something with these. They're not going to be on the SummerSlam pay-per-view by the looks of things,
Yeah.
which is nice. WWE actually appears to going, yeah, you know what? We shouldn't have a stupidly long show.
It's 10 matches long.
Which is still long, but it's not
potentially-
being as long as it has
Potentially
been.
11. I think Reigns will, Buddy Murphy will do a bit
Right.
of Grappletons together.
Yeah, there was 13 last year. So I'm glad that they've gone, we'll skip the, obviously, SmackDown, but Aleister Black and Sami Zayn were like, let's not wait till SummerSlam. And they actually did it. Like, oh, it's been a while since that's happened.
Now
It's like,
Ziggler and Miz will get onto as well. That's
Yeah.
going to be happening next week.
and then, yes,
Oh,
I remember the thing I said last week, or Debbie said to some people, that people were overanalyzing the fact that Ziggler called out Goldberg twice. He's just having a go at the old people. And then, yeah, Goldberg's versus Ziggler's happening. It's actually happening.
Do you think it'll just be as simple as a 5-minute squash?
For the good of wrestling, yes. For the good of people who do stupid body. Seriously?
See, because like we'll talk about Ziggler later, but he's won
Oh,
me
well,
over
if you have
this
to.
week. I think he's been fantastic this
Yeah.
week. It's a shame they've wasted what they're doing with him on him.
I agree with
Because
that.
he's buggered. And like you don't really buy it, but like in the back of your mind thinking, oh, it's good this, but it's also Ziggler, so it's not
Yeah.
good.
If it'd been anybody else, I agree, yeah. But, I mean, it'd be great if Dolph Ziggler just gives him a shoot brainbuster. Like, sorry.
If Ziggler won, that would make my day.
You would love it if he
If
won.
you rolled him up, going for a spear.
Dolph will have to go to Nottingham first.
He's going to have to go to AEW and that's something.
Should have been me.
Trish Stratus and Charlotte Flair exchanged shocking words before SummerSlam. Did they? I can't remember one thing they said.
Oh, Charlotte was like, you've always wanted this one more match. And Trish was like, yeah, I have always wanted this one more match. Well, let's have this one more match then. Aye, go on then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shocking.
And then she did. Charlotte had these comments about, oh yeah, you were top of the women's division when the women's wrestlers were nothing compared to the stand of today, which is like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true, yeah.
Not all the way though, because you had Jazz and you had Lita and you had.
Yeah.
leader of the push. I mean,
Uh,
oh wait, she's a legend. Yeah, I better not tell you.
the
See, I think
standard-
Lita was very good.
With the right opponent, she was, but she was very clumsy sometimes. All the time.
Who else was there that was
I
good?
hate, oh, why you make me say these things?
Who else was a good wrestler? back in the
Victoria.
day?
In 02.
Victoria,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Victoria. Oh, yeah,
Victoria.
02 was much better. No, 01. Nah, it was like.
Melina, we're getting later on now.
Oh, that's way later, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, because Trish was till
2006
06.
is the cut-off
Right.
point.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, yeah, it's Melina,
Um,
Victoria, definitely.
Mickey
Jazz.
James.
Mickey James,
Mickey James,
Christ.
of course. There we. Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe not.
It was
wasn't
alright.
that
It was
bad.
alright. I
No,
still
it's
think the
still not as
standards
good as today,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better
but
today.
yeah, you're right. It wasn't. I think the worst period was before the Divas Revolution and after Trish Lita win.
Yeah.
That was.
I was about to be like Ivory. I like Ivory. I don't know why I picked on her in my mind.
Ivory was good.
Yeah, Ivory was good.
She
Molly
just sort
Holly.
of stopped, didn't she, before Trish and really got going.
Yeah.
She was on the Experience with Todd,
But then there was like
being all wacky. I never really got that with Ivory.
Apparently, she got a gob on her.
I've had the just speaking of Ivory because she was in the original Glow, wasn't she?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just had the theme
With
tune
Terry
from that
Power.
stuck in my head all week. Shooting at the walls of heartache, bang bang. What a song!
Lovely.
I am the warrior. Also, the song behind Stewie Griffin's iPod commercial on that Family Guy episode where they're like, "This is going as badly as Stewie's iPod." Anyway,
Awesome. If you think that's bad, Dolph Ziggler defeated Ali. Oh yeah, he beat up Rey Mysterio Jr., which I thought was.
Mysterio Junior.
I'm gonna call him Rey Mysterio Jr. I've been watching Triple Mania. They're all juniors there.
Psychosis run it.
Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, no, because he was Rey Mysterio Senior, who was. Wait a minute. I was going with this. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler wrestled Rey Mysterio Jr. at shut up SummerSlam 2009, which I remember being the first time I saw Ziggler and went, "Wow, this guy's got something."
Ah.
But there's nothing mentioned here. Just beat up Ray, and then Ali Jr. came out to get beat up. And it was
save
one of
his
these things where
father.
it's like, why would
Yeah.
you have Ali, who's surely going to be doing something after Ziggler
Yeah,
leaves for
don't
his,
do
his
that to
comedy
Ali.
convention circuit?
He's
tour
got a
that's happening in
title
3
shot coming
months.
up
Yeah,
against Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would I have him in this position? I have no idea.
There's so many people that could call upon to be in that position. Apollo Crews, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He must have buggered up though, Ali, because he started cutting a promo during the commercial, and while the commercial was on, the new Grand Theft Auto advert was on, and they had Eddie Murphy's party. So Ali's done Mike wants to party on, and he's pointing at stuff party all the time. It was very good.
Well, Ziggler, if you want to party all the time, you can party tonight.
Did you know that was Eddie Murphy?
I did.
I found it out last week, and I was.
It's weird though. He had that. He tried to make a. Like a lot of people in the 80s tried to do some stuff they couldn't do, and
That's a tune. He's got pipes.
he got mocked for that for years.
Did he?
I love that song.
Ah,
It's not a very good
It's
song.
a good song.
It's not.
It takes too long
It's a
to get going.
chorus.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
It's not a good
but-
song for the 80s as well, when every pop song was a banger.
All right.
It's
But-
no,
but
we don't
it's,
have
it's
to.
a earworm.
Yeah,
It
it
sticks-
is.
But my girl always.
Always.
See, I was hoping that he would like sing that and go, "No, you tricked me," but he no-sold me again.
Oh.
Party all the time, party all the time.
It's no Belinda Carlisle, Heaven is a Place on Earth.
And
Yeah.
it's no.
That is
we,
the top for me.
we don't have to take
What,
our
in terms of
clothes off.
80s,
80s
oh.
pops. 80s popping.
Oh, man.
Think about Rise.
I know. I know. Heaven is a Place on Earth is a big one.
That's good.
The key change in that. Spine tingling.
Yeah. Like, what's the song from Top Gun?
Danger.
No, not Danger Zone. The
Take
other
My
one.
Breath Away.
Yeah, that's got one as well.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
I like Always by Bon Jovi. It's very cheesy, but
That
it's a
an
good
80s
one.
one. I thought it was.
Oh, surely. Look at the hair on them.
Right.
Maybe.
They still look like that.
Oh, there's so many.
Got to shave a lot of poodles for that hair.
80s ballads. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. It's not a ballad, but it's a class song.
That if it wasn't for that song, we would not have
WrestleMania. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Cindy.
Yeah, we would have a song.
Cheers, Cindy.
Girls wanna have anyway. Listeners wanna hear wrestling. All right.
Duran Duran, Hungry Like a Wolf as well.
Oh yes. there we
Anything
go.
by Duran Duran, actually.
Yes.
Oh, give me a little respect.
Oh, you really?
Iraja.
Yes.
It's my mum's favourite band.
The cover was better.
No.
By Wheatus.
It was a good cover, but it wasn't.
What are you doing with your mouth?
Just suckling on the
The hate.
hey,
The
yeah.
teat of controversy.
I hope you're full. Roman Reigns gave an exclusive interview, as opposed to where else he's going to talk to, regarding his recent brushes with disaster, and they missed an opportunity for like a boom mic to land on his head. But yeah, he was like, "Oh, bad stuff keeps on happening to me."
Yeah.
I'm
And
going
that
to
was
find
it.
out who it is, aye.
Yeah, there was a lot of videos on this show. It was almost like
It's a go-home show, isn't
yeah,
it?
it definitely is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's not been mentioned too much is WWE's social media stuff over the weekend.
Oh no.
When they had Samoa Joe, they had a story. It was like Samoa Joe has been fined after like an altercation in the airport. It's a video of like a WWE reporter going,
yeah.
Samoa Joe, people think you were the one who pushed the scaffolding over on Roman Reigns. You have a comment? He's like, no. Psh. I like that stuff. Continuing a bit more. It's like kayfabe news as well, though, which they should do more of that on social media.
Making
was
it
good.
feel like a wider
Yeah.
existing universe.
Then they had like
WWE Universe.
yeah, they had like we
if
have
you will.
sources say it was like the lorry driver.
Sources. Brown.
Tomato.
Oh, don't care them.
Like there was like, hi, the forklift driver was the one who did it. No, we've had a new update. The forklift driver was phoned in sick that day or something like that. It was all very good. I liked it.
Good though, yeah.
Yeah, kept you entertained.
Natalia and Ember Moon battled to a double count out. Is the bad person in this feud Natalia or is it Becky? Who
It's
knows?
Natalia now.
It's
It's Natalia now after Becky. Whatever.
But it was another crushing night for Ember Moon, who had to be saved
Why
by the
is
woman
she-
she's challenging.
You know why is she being built down as a title
think she-
contender?
I think
she's
to remind you
winning
she
me.
exists. This feud's happening. Oh yeah, Bailey
You
Ember.
think she's winning? But she's been
they've
made to
knocked her
look
down
crap.
so badly. She's just gonna get a shock win, isn't she? Roll up.
I don't think so.
She's so good.
I
though.
can see
I
that
know
happening.
she's really good. Oh
It
god.
was so weird what they've done though over the past month.
I know.
Shane McMahon's appearance on the Kevin Owens show led to a volatile brawl, and I like Owens. You can almost salvage a Shane McMahon appearance, but when Shane McMahon tipped the table on him, and it was blatantly like at an angle, and he's just sticking out like he's supposed to be like he was being crushed, like the Wicked Witch of the West or something, but it was just like arms on his hair.
The best part, he the shades of 2000, the spirit of 2009 or whatever it was when he was doing the air punches to Orton on the Raw ramp came back even better because he missed Owens every single time, and it was so blatant and it was fantastic. I love that Shane McMahon. I love it when Shane McMahon's not being billed as the best, like actual best in the world, taking Reigns to competitive matches. Oh.
And then Big E and
It's
Xavier
all going to
Woods.
end on Sunday,
Do you
though.
think he's gonna?
Oh.
Shane's gonna win.
No,
Oh, right.
something bad's going to happen to Shane. He's going to go missing for like a month, maybe at most.
Roman Reigns is going to get hit by Jimmy Uso doing parallel parking, then Roman Reigns is going to land on Shane McMahon. It's going to be like a Rube Goldberg thing.
I would like for that match to be buried alive, Owens and Shane.
The match to be buried alive.
I would like for the match itself to be buried alive. Yeah.
Big E and Xavier Woods defeated the New Daniel Bryan and Rowan via DQ, but it doesn't matter because the stunning revelation to come from this episode of Emmerdale was that...
Have you been watching Emmerdale?
Oh my god.
No, I know that people keep on dying in.
Wallace watches it, so I was like, oh, I'll watch it with you. Amazing scenes. 2 Geordie women, right?
All right.
Break into this factory to steal some money because one of the Geordie women needs to pay another woman.
This is Eric Pollard's factory.
No.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
another
know. I
factory
don't
in
know. I don't know
Emmerdale.
by the names. I don't know by the names yet. I need to watch it a bit more.
Oh.
But
Anyway.
they break the CCTV, right, and they break up the hard drive and whatnot. Then the hard drive, the thing in the wall, the stuff
yeah.
catches fire. But this woman has come to the factory to come and meet this man who she thought was there for some sex, but the man wasn't there, and she gets trapped in a room. She's it's all kicking off. And the dad of this woman comes into the factory to save this woman, but he cannot get in. He cannot get in, but he eventually gets in. But it's too late, right? So it fires everywhere. It's all kicking off. The woman gets out. She's safe and fine. But the man has to go back in because he forgets his wallet or something. I can't remember what happens. And just as he's walking out like the big hero that he is. He saved his daughter. And the warehouse explodes.
Oh.
And he gets shot across the car park against this van. And he dies. Anyway, Roman Reigns.
No wait. Enough of
And the man who's responsible for that was Eric Rowan.
enough of having Bischoff and Heyman in control. Can we get the Emmerdale writers on
I've
SmackDown?
Not watched Emmerdale since I used to watch it with my mum, like in 2002 maybe, around that time.
Yeah.
But I was hooked. Fantastic.
And as he hit the van, at the exact minute he hit the van,
Jimmy
it went,
Uso.
it went, shh, and
And Jimmy Uso got out and ran him over. I don't know. I was just trying to follow on from y'all doing. I just killed
you.
it. Just killed it.
It's all right.
I'll shut up now.
Thank you for taking the attention from me bumming this
I
week.
should have had Emmerdale in the Hall of Fame. I've missed an opportunity there. Coronation
Well,
Street,
Emmerdale's
isn't
too
it?
big
You're trying to
for
get
a
Gail
Hall of
Platt in
Fame.
there, yeah.
Did Gail not get in?
I think she did actually.
Oh.
Maybe. Don't know.
Aye.
You daft wee woman. Anyway, I feel
Wrestling.
sorry for Buddy Murphy, me. Because
Yes, I would.
initially he was all like, I didn't see it. Like, the best line was, though, like, I've got no idea what you're talking about, Roman. Doesn't watch Raw, doesn't watch SmackDown. But anyway, Roman bullied them into saying a name. He just said
Everyone out.
Yeah.
Need everyone out. Roman came across
Something
like.
bad cop Roman
I
Reigns.
saw people saying like Roman came across so cool. I thought he seemed like a dick.
Yeah.
205 Live lads are trying to get warmed up and ready. He's like, right, get out. I'm the locker
Bitches
room leader.
leave.
Yeah.
All right, Roman.
No, you buddy. You stay right here. Oh, get.
He was auditioning for
He
a
went,
role.
Who, me?
Yeah.
So he did the lean, didn't he?
When he threw him across the table, then he went, "You sure you don't want to tell me?"
Notice
Look.
when he sat him down at the start, he did
Oh.
the... Just imagine he was wearing a pair of shorts, his
Yeah.
ball sack would be hanging out. A good copper's lean.
Look, I'm going to beat you fast and furiously if you do not give me the answer. And the answer was... Oh, it actually was Rowan.
Well, he got
Oh.
Roman against the wall. He got Buddy against the wall. Buddy's like, "I'm just a professional trying to do a job." Tomorrow never dies.
And so am I.
Yeah,
Bang.
me too.
Oh, me too, whatever.
Me too. Well, I used to think he said mint. But I was like,
I'm just a
is
professional
Bond-
doing my job.
mint. Is Bond? I was like, is Bond from Newcastle?
I class that.
Walks
Canny.
Walks out. But yeah, I think that. Do you think that this will carry on between Buddy and Roman, or do you think it'll
Gets his
turn into a
equipment
different
stuff. Gets his thing around his waist, chokes some guy, goes, purely belter. Anyway,
Pure Q, this gadget lunchbox is pure Raji. This Geordie Bond needs to have him now.
Jay Melrose should play Bond. The primate.
Come here.
now, Bond, as you see, this car does 0 to 100 in 10 seconds. I could do it in 9.
I'll take mine. It's the Street Beast. He used to call his car the Street Beast.
Did he?
He'd park up in front of shows. It's not like a manly car. And he'd park up and like just be like, "I lay out the window and that." Fans everywhere. He's just like the Street Beast.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Eric Rowan did a thing. And
Oh, did he?
Well,
It was a cliffhanger, wasn't
he
it?
looked guilty.
He
Brian-
looked proud as punch.
He
didn't
was
he?
like,
But
well,
Brian was
yeah.
like, what?
Brian didn't know what's going on.
yeah, but I was like, it's going to take attention from my, the thing I was going to announce that still hasn't happened.
Oh yeah.
What's happened with that?
Oh, what is
I'd like
it?
to announce that Eric Rowan hit Roman. And then NXT is this Saturday. I almost said
Saturday.
Sunday, instinctively there. And the card is...
Good card.
We didn't mention Io Shirai appearing on Raw this week.
No, she didn't.
And she tweeted out, what?
Did you actually?
Street Profits versus Undisputed Era for the tag titles. God, who's going to win that?
What do you mean?
Well, Street Profits are on Raw every week doing nothing.
But apparently they might not be getting called up. They're being used kind of as an advert for NXT because they've always got the belts on them and stuff.
Yeah, I look at them, the two guys doing exposition backstage. You got to call it one of NXT's.
Yeah, why would that have people watching NXT when two
know,
people
yeah,
narrate
I
what you've
know.
already seen and what you know has already happened?
I've already.
On NXT, they should do that.
I
They
have
should defend the titles by going, "Wow, Roman Reigns this Sunday."
I have actually predicted the Undisputed Era, though, so I agree with you.
Wow, that'll be a shocker. Triple Threat North American title. Pete Dunne
This could
versus
be-
Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong.
That could be class match. Hopefully,
Should be. Weighted to three-way. Think so, Dream's going to lose the title without getting pinned.
I think Strong might win, and then it'll lead to Strong versus Pete because they used to be tag partners.
I was going to say, I think Dunne will win it just so has something to do at Cardiff.
Okay,
No.
good shout.
Women's title, Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim.
Yeah,
Get in. Very happy for Yim. Io Shirai versus Candice in a Candice is going to die match. And then Cole versus Gargano. 2 out of 3 falls. Rematch of New York.
but if it goes to 3 falls, then William Regal decides the stip, brother.
And I think you probably correctly predicted
No,
it's going
I
to be
don't think so. I don't think it will.
because that's what the next up did. And
I
it
know
worked really well.
with Ilya.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be Ciampa.
I mean, if Ilya shows up,
I
I'd be
think
happy.
Pachi's got a more sensible idea, which is that Ciampa will come out at the end to challenge whoever wins. But I think there's too many storyline, there's too many holes in Ciampa coming out for the 3rd fall. Does he have to get 2 falls to win? How does it work rules wise?
Yeah, hang on. If he comes
If he
out
becomes
with
the corporate champion, then if he wins, then he really.
Then it leads
Sort of.
to Regal loyalists versus NXT Rebels. That's what I want in my head to happen. Because there was a
the Regal round. What
I think it was
what
on
that stable
I think-
called they had.
I can't remember. I think it was on SmackDown Shut Your Mouth where you could choose to be either on the corporate side or the Rebels
yeah.
side. I remember I was RVD.
The
Oh,
Rebel
it's a great time.
Alliance. Yeah, okay, that'll be
But anyway, that match should be
Yeah.
really good. Although people, a bit of hate for Gargano Cole matches, people are starting to think they're a bit overrated, I think.
I don't want to see it every month.
Right.
And well, not every month. Sorry, every time they do these. And like I said, Gargano versus Ciampa, Love Cole versus Gargano is just a match to me. So
Okay.
anything happening that moves the feud along, I'll be happy with.
The bill's been very good, though. I haven't seen this week's NXT, but like Cole going round to Gargano's dad's shop.
Yeah.
That's been good. Going to the wrestling school and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's weird. You're right, Ross. There's been nothing wrong with it. I'm just not feeling it.
It's Gargano, man. When it's not Ciampa now, it's just like it's not the same, is it?
I disagree wholeheartedly. I think that Gargano has class matches with everyone.
Yeah, but
They're class
I don't
matches,
care
but, like-
about him. There's class matches every
Ricochet,
friggin' day.
Almas. Yeah, but his matches are like pure class.
Mint.
I get it though. I get it. He's turned into a bit of a scenery type.
Scenery.
Yeah.
Or like trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Little happy bush down here.
And also, in obviously wrestling related news, Evo, the big gaming tournament,
Oh, yeah.
gone a bit of bother because this is also the time when the fighting games like reveal the next stuff happening in the next game series or which DLC is happening. They just decided just to have a quick bit of Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid appearing, going, "Oh, that's some nice Tekken." So everyone freaked out and went, "Oh, Solid Snake's gonna be." They had to announce, "Sorry, that was just a joke. Solid Snake is not appearing."
Wow.
in Tekken."
What's it got to do with Raw and SmackDown recap?
Yeah, why have you said that?
But no, it's a good story. It's good. No, don't be sad.
I
It's
thought you were
all right.
leading somewhere.
Yeah, I
Is this
thought
just
there
a
was
random bit
more.
of news?
I thought it was funny.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah, it's good. Every week now, can we have a bit of Matthew's gaming news at the end of the Raw and SmackDown recap?
Yeah, you're right. No business doing that. I'm very
No,
sorry.
don't be sad. It's all right.
But it was just funny that they had to go, "No, God, we're really sorry." They had to
Yeah.
publicly apologise and say, "Look, sorry,
thought it
now.
was
Sorry,
gonna-
people who give us
I thought
money."
it was going to be something to do with like Kenny Omega.
And then Kenny Omega retweeted it.
Ospreay beat Kenta, and he's now New Japan's favourite son because he beat Kenta, and he's a Noah bloke. That was a decent. There's been good matches in the G1. In fact, at the time this goes out, I think we'll know one of the block finalists.
Sorry to interrupt. Is Kenta still a Noah guy?
He's been getting booed by the New Japan fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's a Noah guy. You know what I mean?
Ah,
It's been good.
I don't know.
Yeah. There's
Like
been
the Arcs.
loads of good matches and that. I really like Moxley's little mate Shooter as well.
That's been so lovely.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to stand here giving the middle finger to everyone. Tell him, Shooter. Shooter's just like, he's like, no, talk to them. Like,
Was there something about him wanting to ice his balls?
Yeah, let's go and ice my balls. You just ended the promo. Let's go and ice my, let's go and ice my balls.
That's how we should end this segment. Now let's go ice our balls.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
And now it's time for not everyone's favourite segment, but definitely the fans' favourite segment.
Rummage around, rummaging.
The mailbag. Number 1. Dear Jack, in brackets, the jobber,
Yep.
Rosser and Matty.
Rosser.
Rosser.
That's what he used to get called. My mum called me Ross because it can't be shortened.
Oh, yes.
So when I used to go to football and stuff, I used to get called Rosser and Rossi and Roscoe.
Rosser.
Okay.
Yeah, Rosser, I'll pass the ball, will you? I hear you going soon.
Mint. Bang. I went to school with a guy, we called him Rossage the Sausage. Turns out Ross is really hard to turn into anything.
My mate went to school with a lad called, I think his last name was Guy, so he was Guysy. But he'd be like, oh, here you go to the park with today, oh, like John and blah, 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 and Guysy, Guysy, O-Y. And I was like, why'd you always do that? It's got like a little thing for his name.
Children nicknames are the best.
There was also Richie T, who was bit of bar boy Richie T. That was Richie T.
You guys had songs. That's
No,
great.
that's not my friends. That's my mate's friend.
I had a pal who was, he thought he was like the DJ, and his DJ name was DJ Energize with an N. DJ Energize with an N.
All my mates had singing nicknames.
I knew a DJ Activation.
What?
DJ Activation?
Go on.
DJ Activation. I don't know. It just sounds like a funny DJ name, isn't it?
Yeah. There was a guy, I don't know him, and I know my friends did, but they saw him. In Barnard Castle, there was a DJ. And obviously Barnard Castle, really hip.
Oh, yeah.
Really hip place.
Yeah, the street, yeah?
Absolutely. And he put on the poster, like, he advertised me as the fattest DJ in all of Barnard Castle. And they went, all right. So they put fat, F-A-T-T. But imagine people going, hey, a really fat DJ's playing. We're going to check this out.
I watched a series the other day. It's what we used to watch.
question.
We used to watch it at uni called High Renaissance Man. It's basically, you know the Gap Year guy. Who was on my Gap Year? Do you remember that video? I'm literally in Burma and I chundered everywhere. You don't remember that?
Oh,
Yeah, right.
vaguely, yeah,
it's
okay.
not him, but it's a similar type of character
Right.
at uni in Bristol, and it's like an office-style mockumentary sort of thing. And he wants to put on a club night, he's like, it's techno in one room and reggae in the other. And he comes up with names for it. And one of the names he comes up with is Techno Woman No Cry. It's really... and Tech Yes, Regne, and stuff like that. It's really good.
Jesus.
Eins, zwei, drei, Yaman. It's so bad. Like, it's really bad.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's one. Dear Jack the Jobber, Ross and Matty. Ross recently discussed his love of the nonsensical lyrics of the groundbreaking happy hardcore band Scooter, produced to reach the top of the charts internationally. My personal favourites include, oh God, you probably do a better job than me of this, Ross. Skibadja, I Am the Resurrector. Nice.
did
You
he
still
say
loving
it?
this question. And it's
No
not
idea.
a bird, it's not a plane, it's only Dave that's on the train.
Is that a lyric from Scooter?
Apparently. This brings me to my question. What are your guys' favourite nonsensical lyrics from any wrestler tune? I'd give you an example, but I can't think of one, so good luck. Cheers, lad. Penny Pals 15 / Elliot Jones.
It's not.
See, I'm very cautious about these names. I'm thinking, is that it? Is that it's
I
not?
think you're in the clear.
I thought it was going to be Pen 15,
Oh.
exclusive club that I was a member of.
Penn Island, yeah.
Penn Island, yes. Anyway, so nonsensical lyrics. I guess it counts as a wrestling song because Pentagon Jr. came out to it at Triple Mania. Here comes the boom.
Oh,
And he-
ready or
and he
not?
goes, like a blind man, I'm feeling it.
Oh, no.
Isn't that great? Nonsensical lyrics from any wrestler tune.
In a similar vein, I made a note of a few.
I'm glad you're paying attention. I thought you were just ignoring this.
MVP's WWE theme has the line, see, I'm fly like a pelican. And see
What's
why
the
I'm
next
here representing.
Ooh, that's a push.
Pelican. Why have all the birds pelican? I know it's to make it rhyme,
Rhymes.
but like, I'm fly like a pelican.
They do fly.
Pelican, no. Peregrine Falcon, Papa Boatelli.
Come on, Kez.
Another
Go on,
one.
Kez.
Bastard.
Back in the day, Triple H at the end of my time. Does anybody know who's sleeping with who?
You say it like Noel Foley every
I
time.
know, but that's what it sounds like. Big Chris thingy. Rest in
Warren.
peace, Chris Warren. That's
Yeah.
his
Oh, yeah. Chrissy W. DJ Chrissy W. to his friend.
Yeah.
Any of your favourite nonsensical lyrics?
No, I couldn't think of any off the top of my head, but I remember Jericho fairly recently, read out the lyrics to his own theme and just was confused by them. He was like, break the walls down, and then he just went through them, and they made no sense.
For those
About
about
to
to
rock.
rock, what you want,
And what-
baby,
he's- and he's-
Baby, I'm your
And
Judas.
that got
Hey,
it.
I'm your
I'm the
priest.
Judas and I'm the priest. That's yeah.
Oh, is that the lyric?
Do you like Judas Priest?
Even back then, he was talking about Judas. All right.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my god! Whoa!
I am your Judas.
You know
Judas
the
in my
meme-
mouth.
you know the
Oh, my
meme-
heart steak.
In the meme of the galaxy brain, it's just like that. I'm like, what's going on? And apart from that, I can't really think of any.
The Raw theme as well.
Oh.
Have you seen the video where there's D'Lo
the-
Brown and Kurt Angle and Mick Foley trying to work out what it says?
Should we get those lyrics up?
Too much done, not
Not
enough
enough
said.
said.
Ha,
Yeah,
hey, ha, but ho, ha. I've gotta maintain. Too much done and not enough. Hey, hi, ho, in your eye.
Hi, hey, hi, ho. Back to Banjo Kazooie. So
That was singer from.
yeah. Baby, baby. Too much dark and not enough sky. Okay. Why am I the thorn in your eye? Too much dark, no, I get it. But I gotta maintain. Too much dark, not enough sky. Oh.
Is that what it is? It's the same one back and forth.
But it sounds different every
Ah,
time.
it does,
doesn't
doesn't it?
You just know the surface. You don't care what's inside. I show you my colours. You just see black and grey. Oof. You're making fun of me. Well, we are now. As you walk by, I reach out my hand. You smile and watch me cry. Too much dark. Oof.
I've got the lyrics to Jericho's one.
Oh, go ahead.
Come on, Jericho, you know I got you. Yeah, that's all the stuff. Break the walls down, break down the walls. For those about to rock and what you want, baby, you know you're Judas and I'm your priest.
Okay,
Baby,
makes
what I got is not from the least. Bring it through the stage in the rage of a beast. Step in the arena and break the walls down. Step in the arena and break the walls down. You know I got you. And then the next line, I wake up from a deep sleep. You're all weak. You're living in the
I
agony.
used to think I said, you're all right.
You're all right. You're living in the agony of defeat. I am the master of your whole heap. I am the pack that flock you like sheep. Step into the town.
pack that flock you like sheep.
Step into the town and break the wall down. Your heartbeat is
Step
the
into
only
two.
sound. Step into the light, and then you'll know you were stopped and dropped by the walls of Jericho.
They're not that bad, but you can tell why they put that voice modulator on.
As you can tell.
Because if you just said them like that, you're like, oof.
Yeah.
I gotta stop saying oof.
One more got was from Stephanie McMahon's All Grown Up theme. Was I'm all grown up now and I've listened and learned.
Listen and learn.
A true star and I'm finally getting my turn. Took my hell, earned my spot.
It's not very Stephanie, is it?
Stephanie McMahon's live. Took my hell, earned my spot.
Shine a smile.
Yeah, she certainly did.
Nonsensical wrestling lyrics.
Anyway, moving on.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. Getting your wig split.
One of Pachi's favourites, that one, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Unless that's
Anyway, hi guys. So I was at my local off license and the cashier told me that he had seen Adam Maxted about in town recently for a local event. This reminded me of a time a few years back when I was in Tesco with my pals and saw Mr. Brexit himself, Doug Williams, strolling about with a paper and a bag of sweets. Obviously this left me stunned to see a world famous athlete in my local supermarket. So my question is, have you ever bumped into any wrestlers by chance in town / on the piss? Our best, Filateo. Oh, is that supposed to be Fellatio? Ah, nearly. If I could read names, that would have been so
it
good.
was fellatio.
Fellatio.
I've not got any
Sorry, Phil.
personally. I couldn't think of any personally, but one of my favourite ones was Adam Pacitti of Cultaholic. Walked into Weatherspoons and saw Pac
Mine was Pac.
during his absence, like his hiatus from everything.
Balls. Mine was Pac.
Was that Sam?
Makes sense if we're in this area.
No, I was with Wilborn.
Mm.
Me and him had been to Rise, and then we were going to the casino afterwards. To meet up with more people. We weren't gambling. It's fine. And
Gambling's
You're not a
fine.
gamble.
I know, but
Oh,
I'm
not
not,
you, you're
I'm
underage.
not. I'm not. So we're walking between Rise and the casino, which is like a 10-minute walk or so, and walk past Pac, hammered, like with his pals, and I'm guessing his wife, and he was just in a bit. We didn't go up to him. He was a bit drunk, and this was during his when he was in 205 Live and during his hiatus. We were like,
Sam saw him as well. Sam saw him at Trampoline Park.
we have to note that he does live in Newcastle. Like he's from our town.
gonna say-
No, we
yeah,
just
one
follow him around everywhere he goes.
Well, we're going out. So Jimmy Nail the other day.
Robson
and-
Green was down there.
So when NXT did their first live tour of the UK, and then for some reason never came to Newcastle ever again. Don't know why. They, a bunch of people went to the Sportsman afterwards. Sportsman. No, they didn't. Head of Steam. What am I on about?
Was it
The Sportsman is an old pub from Bishop Auckland. Jesus Christ, sorry.
We
Head of
didn't-
Steam.
We were
Which
at
Head
that
of
show.
Steam?
We didn't go.
Head of Steam's...
Central one.
Yeah,
Central one,
that's right.
not the Quayside.
No, and probably would have made more sense to go there. And Baron Corbin was there. He didn't have his lifts in, so he wasn't as tall as I thought he'd be, but he was very polite to me, and I was surprised at that. I was like, oh, thank you.
How tall do you think he would be? Because next to Pacitti, he's got a good head on Pacitti.
He's got a good head. I just expect all wrestlers to be like 10 feet tall, because you see him in the ring and you see him in real life, like, oh.
Oh, some of
alright.
them are shockingly tall. The Americans are often. Jack Swagger. He's like a bear. He was a large man. He was.
He was a bear.
He's a bear. He's a bear.
And then, no, this is going to lead someplace. So then, obviously, he was telling people, oh, I'll come here, it's all right. Some fans here, but it's okay. Samoa Joe decided to come. Samoa Joe, who, I'd like to remind you all, is Samoan and huge and orange at this point. So his tan's gone a bit there, but back then he was the same colour as friggin' Dorito dust. He came in, and I'm not sure if you've ever seen the original Ninja Turtles film, the live-action one. I think it's Raphael disguised himself with an enormous brown coat and a big hat, and he just walks around pretending not to be a turtle. It was exactly like that. He took up a quarter of the room, and again, he's the only Samoan in about 100 miles of the area, and was trying not to be Samoa Joe, and everyone immediately realised who he was, and then one guy said, oh, you're Samoa Joe. It was, yeah, but don't tell everybody. And everyone was just like, already starting to queue up for drinks, so it was like, had a shot and went right by. But it's the fact that he thought he could disguise himself. Like, I'm a private detective. So yeah, that was a good one.
I've got an uncle who lives in Australia now, and he once claimed to me when I was very young that he accidentally ran into the British Bulldog physically. Like, he was walking around the side of like a petrol station, and Davy
Right.
Boy's coming the other way, and they collided. And he said, I don't know if this is true, Brian, but he said that Davy Boy was the one who hit the deck. He said that he actually knocked into Davy Boy and he fell. Which, looking at Davy Boy, my uncle's not a small man, but he's not. He's not Davy Boy.
Yeah.
Was this around the period of SummerSlam 1992?
I don't know when it was.
That might explain it.
Well, if you, I don't know where
So
it
it was
was.
a win when I knocked over Davy Boy.
My uncle's not. He's not a blood relative. He's married into the family. He's from Liverpool. I just said that to disqualify myself from being a Scouser there, just in case anyone thought I was a Scouser. I'm not.
Not worse, is there?
He's from Liverpool, and used to be a wrestling fan when he was younger as well. So you'll have recognised him, and Davy Boy's also from the Northwest, so that might be the only. I doubt. I've got my doubts about this story, to be quite honest with you.
I love when people are like, oh, I used to watch wrestling, from the years 1992 to what year is it now? They like try to ignore that fact. So your relative knocked our Davy Boy Smith.
Apparently, like there was an accidental collision on foot, both of them on foot, and Davy Boy was the one who fell over.
And then what happened?
You see that massive lad there with the big gold belt? I knocked him over.
Yeah, knocked him on his ass, mate.
Do you reckon
Flatten his arse.
Liverpudlians sound Jamaican?
No,
I live with one who did.
some like Harrogate.
At the top of the cup, at the end of the row, he would speak about. That's why he would
I think there's
sit.
two subsets of Scouser. there's gentle breathy ones like Stephen Gerrard and Owen, our editor.
Owen's from like over the water, isn't he? He's from the Wirral.
No,
Is he
no.
not?
He's from like Fazalaki or something like that. I don't
Fazalaki.
know what it's called. But
He's not a wool then.
No, he's not a wool. No. He's from Liverpool. He's just got a bit of a gentle accent.
Come from over the water, you are a wool.
Scousers.
You shut your eyes just like you're in Liverpool. Anyway,
Yeah.
maybe that's how we knocked him over. We started talking.
I needed to
Hey,
ask.
Davy Boy.
I need to ask my uncle about this, because if he doesn't watch wrestling anymore, he'd love Zach Gibson. He'd absolutely love him.
He would. Someone comment on that. Zach Gibson was obviously being from Liverpool. Would get, "Where's my car stereo?"
Yeah.
chants at him. And then the one time he used a legit car stereo to win the title, he didn't have to tweet out, "Yeah, great, I've just come back to my car and someone's actually stolen me car stereo."
Well, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Art imitating life, or maybe it was supposed to be a joke and it didn't happen, or he was actually using his own. I don't know, but I mean, wow.
Soon to be recognised. So good.
I was someone told me about like going to Germany and like pronouncing the words, and someone said, "Yeah, because you have to go a lot." And so someone said, "Oh, it's just like Liverpool." Like the little light bulb, like.
I asked Triple H about Zach Gibson once. I was in a conference call.
What?
Got to talk to him. Everyone's calling him Paul. I was like, "Hi, Paul," and I was like, with this
DJ Paulie.
with this UK
eyeball Paul.
with this UK tournament coming up, obviously a lot of the characters are a little bit regional. Is that going to be emphasised or taken away from? Blah blah. And he answered it really fairly and said a bit of both. But he said before that he said, "Wow, you guys really don't like people from Liverpool, huh?" And I laughed because it was Triple H, and Ross was like, "What did he say there?" You heard me do this loud laugh from in the studio, but it was just a laugh because it was.
It was.
Good one, Triple H.
Good one, my favorite wrestler, Triple H, from when I was a kid, huh?
How do you think so good? Okay,
Thinks more.
Question 3. All right, lads. You mentioned the cricket commentator Henry Blofeld last week, and Maffew got quite excited about the Bond connection. Turns out Henry Blofeld is actually directly related to the Bond character. Ooh.
Wait,
Henry Blofeld's
the character's
dad,
not real. He's not a real man. He can't be related to. Sorry, carry on.
Based on a real man.
Right.
based on a real bloke. Henry Blofeld's dad, Thomas Blofeld, of the Blofeld family, went to school with Ian Fleming, and they were rivals. So Fleming used Blofeld's name for a villain in his book. I know this because I went to school with someone called Marcus Scaramanga. I don't believe whose granddad, George Scaramanga, was also at school with Ian Fleming, and they had a massive falling out. So again, Fleming used the name Scaramanga for a villain. Off the back of this, if you were creating a heel wrestler, what name/person from your past would like to forever condemn to infamy? For instance, I create a weak-willed, sneaky coward heel called Ali Adams because I went to school with a guy called Ali Adams, and he sucked. Regards, Huge Ass.
And
Thank you very much for that.
And it is just huge. It's not even huge.
No, it's not even an
ass.
attempt. It's the word huge and then the word ass. Yeah, thank you very much. And that guy tweeted that as well, and I wasn't sure if he was being serious or not, because the idea of I went to school with a guy, his name Jimmy Goldfinger. All right, yeah, sure you did.
Henry
But-
Kananga.
Yeah,
Can I just briefly, before I answer this question?
go on.
There's a bit of a Bond film, right, where I get really annoyed at Bond because
annoyed at Bond?
I know, because it's in Live and Let Die, which is one of my favorite. It's one of the best crap Bonds.
Oh, it's one of Moore's best, yeah.
Yes, and you know how
Insane.
Kananga dies? He puts an inflatable bullet in his mouth when he's underwater and he can't breathe. Forces his mouth shut. Kananga inflates like a big balloon and zooms about the water and explodes and blood and guts go everywhere. And Jane Seymour's character sees this and she goes, "Oh." And then she goes, Bond rescues her from the little bitch she's trapped on, and then she's like, "Where's Kananga?" First of all, she saw what happened to Kananga, she was watching it. Secondly, Bond replies, "Well, he always did have an overinflated opinion of himself." Now,
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
Not only is it a crap, yeah, but Bond always does crap puns, that's fine, we can forgive Bond that. But that's not answering her question. She goes, "Where's Kananga?" He did always have an overinflated. What does that mean?
Yeah, good one. Where is he?
Yeah, where is he? I'm scared of him.
You're in him. So, yes, people you went to school with, or people that you've had a grudge
Yeah.
against, that if you were writing a series, you'd put in a reference to someone from your past.
Corden. Give them all the second name Corden.
All of them.
All of them.
After James Corden.
After
or a man who
James
went to school.
Corden.
Okay.
Yeah.
James Corden. It's been reassuring this week reading Twitter to see a lot of people agree with me on the subject of James Corden.
Yeah.
Reaffirmed my purpose in life.
There's lots of
My
positive
purpose
feedback.
in life? What am I talking about? To take down James Corden
Oh, mate, they'd knight you for that.
and replace him as the resident fat man on
Wait,
television.
So the Christmas Gavin and Stacey
Can only
Christmas
have
special, Gavin and Stacey Christmas special comes around. Instead of Smithy, it's you, but it's never explained. He's just in the
Smithy's
scene.
Geordie now. And
All right, Gav.
what would like? He's like Pamela. What's the Geordie equivalent? I read Pamela.
Hello, Pamela.
Pamela.
I'll read
Pamela.
Pam, mate.
I
a
read
bit of
Pam
H in him.
Bud. Lovely guy.
All right, Palmo.
Hinny.
Palmer.
Chuck.
Middlesbrough's throwing fire at their TV now. If you said that.
The caves.
In the caves of Teesside.
Go on, Jack.
My year 3 teacher, I think it was
Oh.
year 3. Yeah, I was really good at school. I was like little, like, goody two-shoes. Was good at the work and everything. Didn't cause trouble in class. And for some reason, though, this teacher just didn't like me. From like, it was right in the start of the year, she just wasn't a fan. And I don't know why. It was the first time in
They're
my
more of a
life.
Wrestle Talk fan.
It was yeah. It was the first time in my life. Yeah, she was like, "You're no Ollie Davis." It was the first time in my life that a teacher hadn't liked me because I was really good for the first few years of school, and she was really horrible. And then, oh, there he is.
I just realised he's been on my lap, and I don't want it to look like he's been lying like a dead cat.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
He's just lying like he's a dead human.
Don't let this distract you at all. It's
Okay.
a great story. I do apologise.
And she had to go. She wasn't ill. It wasn't like an illness. She had to go for like some sort of surgery.
All right.
So the supply teacher, or whoever, got us all to do like a get well card in art. We all drew a card, and we were going to send a class like 20 odd cards to Miss Stocker. She's called. Said her name.
You didn't even say a name, did you?
Jane
Miss-
Stocker.
Mrs.
Her address.
Mrs. S. And everyone drew stuff like flowers or whatever. I drew a medicine bottle. Get well soon medicine bottle. I'm only like 7. But apparently, my mum reminded me of this. I don't remember doing it. Drew a little bottle, a little skull and crossbones in the corner of the medicine bottle, as if I hoped that she died. Like, that's pretty dark. So she must have been a bit of a dick. She must have been. I was an innocent little boy, and she drove me to do that.
She's there like trying to drip. She's like, oh, well, how lovely.
So
All the poison.
so I would name it after her.
Stocker.
No, Mrs. S. Yes.
Oh,
Miss
right.
Stocker,
Right, yeah, we'll do that.
Miss Stocker.
Mrs. S.
Reminds me of Home Alone 3, that, but it's Mrs. Hess, isn't it?
She was a bit like Mrs. But no, because Mrs. S turned babyface at the end.
Aye.
She was nice in the end.
I do not know about
I
the events
love
of
Home Alone.
Home Alone 3 is
It's
fantastic.
the best Home Alone, and no one else agrees.
We need to discuss this.
Do you think it's the best one?
Do we?
I think it's the second best one.
Okay.
I think it goes 1, then 3, then 2.
Okay.
All right.
3 gets a really bad reputation.
But
That's
they're
good.
remaking it, aren't they? Disney.
They are.
They're remaking Home Alone 3.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Which Home Alone? Because I've just seen the headlines. They're remaking Home Alone.
I don't know.
Is it just a standalone film? So it's not remake, is it?
Maybe they're remaking 1.
Yeah, I assume they're going to start with the first one
This
and then
is just
go on
not
from
do
there.
it. Just leave.
It's not
Home
like there was a great story going through the film.
Leave-
It
leave
was
the-
little
leave-
lad left
leave-
home.
Leave Home Alone.
Leave the memories Home Alone.
Bad parents went on holiday. They're at the tapas bar across the. Anyway,
No.
Anyway, I don't really have many enemies from my childhood.
just get it.
I'm trying to move on. I've broken bread with the people I had enemies with, actually in real life. So it's only wrestling. So I guess it was I was doing my Bond story, and I have the wacky little villains like Panic and Pain. They probably have to be called Gallows and Anderson. Even then, it's like that's all right. They only have like
Well, they call from
horrible
Diamonds
afflictions.
Off, Diamonds Off Forever. Mr. Wint and Mr. Kid. They are fantastic villains.
They are the most over-the-top, unsubtle depictions of
One-
gayness you've
Oh,
ever
yeah,
seen
they
on
are.
screen.
Oh, no, they are. Oh, no.
They're fighting to death with a bomb under a plate.
No.
Geniuses, these two.
Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, it's
And
really...
then, like, Bond does this weird maneuver I've never seen in the world of jiu-jitsu. Like, crunches him up beneath the legs and he goes, ooh!
He's
And
wearing...
he launches him off the boat and he explodes.
He's wearing a dinner
Bond's
jacket.
crap when you talk about like
He's wearing
this.
a dinner jacket and he gets the ends of it and pulls it through his own legs and attaches the bomb to it and
Oh,
throws him
is that what he's-
overboard.
oh, right.
But when he pulls it, it's Crispin Glover, isn't it?
No.
It's his dad. Then it's
Mr. Glover,
yeah, and he
who went to school with Ian Fleming.
when he pulls the tails up between his legs, he goes woo! Oh, it's really bad.
Like, he looks at the camera and goes, I'm gay! And then he's like,
It really
gay.
it has aged really badly, hasn't it? I didn't even realise.
So bad.
Who would have thought that James
Why do
Bond?
people go on pride marches? I don't know. Have you seen this?
Who would have thought that James Bond as a character would have aged really badly?
And in fairness,
God.
they were trying to kill Bond.
In one of them, he's talking to someone, probably Felix or someone. This lass comes over in a bikini and she's hanging out with him, and he goes, "Go on now, man, talk," and slaps her on the arse, and she walks away. Oh, it's really bad.
Speaking of un-PC moments, there is the bit where he deals with, what's his name? I think it's Man with the Golden Gun. Nick Nack.
Oh.
Nick Nack is played by, I forget his name, but he's the little lad. He deals with him, they're on a boat. He's like, jumps on him, and he's like, get away. He puts him in a suitcase and throws him in the water.
Bond is terrible. That whole... We've already talked about Live and Let Die, which in hindsight is probably full of racist moments. Really bad racist moments. I mean, there's Baron Samedi, the voodoo priest who keeps coming back to life. Oh, God.
Yeah, because he couldn't find a suitcase big enough.
He puts him in a coffin full of snakes.
Yeah, but he throw it in the water.
Then at the end of the film, he's on the train.
That's the one good bit of Live and Let Die. It's like, oh, thank God that's over. And it's on the train. It's like, wait, Papa
yeah.
Shango can't come back to life.
Papa Shango.
Oh
My God, it was basically...
pretty much
yeah,
is.
Oh, God.
Anyway, sorry for losing it there. If you have any questions, disguised as insults, to send to us here at the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast. Please send. Just talk. Someone talk.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com. Let's never talk about James Bond ever again. It's never going to go well.
Puts him in the... Yeet! And then he's dead.
I thought he trapped him in the rigging, because I thought in the credits he's in the rigging of the ship, looking out, all trapped.
Nick Nack.
Yeah, Nick Nack. Was that before?
What? He's like Baron Samedi. He's like, ha.
Oh.
I love this. Anyway. Now it's time for Reese's Pieces, which is politically correct, like the rest of this show. Oh, it's a different one this week. Oh, here we go. Hey guys, go around the table and answer as fast as you can. Keep up the good work from Darktone Johnson, London. So London isn't as... I knew it.
It's
as soon as I was reading it out, you'd
It's
say.
a lightning round then.
Lightning round. So
Wow.
quick as you can. Don't think. Just only emote.
That won't be
Just
hard.
feel.
Yeah. On this show. All right. WWF or WCW?
WWF.
WWF.
WCW. Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Sega. Snickers or Mars?
Mars.
Mars.
Snickers. Flair or Savage?
Savage. Flair. Savage.
It's
What-
really
what?
hard.
One more time. Flair or Savage?
Savage.
Savage was close.
Flair. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Cat.
Dogs. Saved by the Bell or Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince Bel-Air. Ketchup or brown sauce?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Brown sauce. Rock or drum and bass?
Rock.
Rock music.
Rock. Marvel or DC? Yeah.
Marvel.
Marvel just because the films. RKO or Stone Cold Stunner?
Stunner.
Stunner.
Stunner. Transformers or Hero Turtles?
Hero Turtles.
The Turtles.
Transformers. Monopoly or Scrabble?
Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Monopoly. FIFA or Pro Evo?
If we're in 2019, it's FIFA.
Depends
if we're in
when.
2006, it's PES.
Exactly what he just said.
Yes. Is that
Yeah.
it?
Daddy or Chips?
Daddy.
Chips.
Dwarf or gays? Sorry. I can't be the only one still thinking about that, right?
You've got anything to send for Reese's Pieces, put Reese's Pieces in the subject line and then send it to mailbag@cultaholic.com.
Lightning round we like. If you can't think of one specific,
a lightning round.
not one good one, like 30. All right.
Doesn't
ones.
even have to be about wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, just lightning rounds are good, aren't they?
Life.
I love a lightning round.
It's Cultaholic's
And this week's big, or if you knick-knack, little question is, God, come on, Maffew, is what would be the best match at SummerSlam 2019?
What's going to be the best match?
What is going to be the best match in your opinion?
Have you the
Run
card?
through the
I
card,
do have the
Maffew.
card. Seth, yes, that's his name, Seth, versus Lesnar for the WWE Universal title. Lynch versus Natalya for the Raw Women's title. Bayley versus Emma Moon for the SmackDown Women's title. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton for the SmackDown Men's title. Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens leaves if he loses. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt in a rematch from SummerSlam 2017. AJ Styles versus Ricochet for the US title. Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler. Trish Stratus versus Charlotte. And Drew Gulak versus Oni for the 205 Live title.
If all these matches were given proper time, apart from like Ziggler, Goldberg and stuff, but if all the matches were given the time they deserved, then Ember Moon and Bayley could be the best one on the show. I don't think it will be because I think it's been built badly and I don't think they'll get enough time. But I think they're both really good wrestlers and I hope they have a good match for what sort of time they're given. And I hope there's not a weird finish to ruin it. I just hope it's good.
Yep, good
Yeah.
answer. Ross?
Mine's going to be Shane versus Kevin Owens as long as it goes the right way. 'Cause it's going to be like, you get a massive scab on your arm. And the feeling when you peel it off slowly, this is like,
Is this Scab Shane McMahon?
the scab is Shane McMahon.
Right.
Shane McMahon to scab. And I'm
Tell you
peeling them
what-
off slowly and satisfying.
Do you, when it's fine, when it's because one of my favorite matches from this year's WrestleMania was Miz versus Shane until the finish because it was really fun.
It's lovely when the joke doesn't go too far. When Shane McMahon
He's getting battered.
is like thinking he's the best in the world, but not actually being the best in the world. When he's not taking Roman Reigns to a competitive match, and he's just doing silly stuff and doing the punches and whatnot. Like this week's SmackDown when he did the punches, funny. Shane McMahon, how Shane McMahon should be. But over the last 2 years at least, from probably the AJ Styles Kevin Owens feud when he was getting involved in that for some reason, no real reason. Ever since then, it's just gone way too far. But at least it'll end hopefully on Sunday. This is it when Shane McMahon goes away.
We're having a party with Shane O'Lowe's. All right, so I'm going to go with Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton.
That could be really good.
Yeah.
Because of the history.
Yeah, about literally a decade.
Also, if anyone can take a really creative, crazy RKO, Kofi.
He should really creatively counter the RKO.
Yeah, right.
Damn it.
Like,
But I'd be all right. Weirdly, it's funny how Randy Orton, you get sick of him, and then you get someone like this. You go, oh, Randy's really good because he's been playing as himself, a bored guy.
He's been great.
Hey, there's 3 of us and 3 of you. We should have a tag match. Nah.
Since his feud with Jeff Hardy, really, maybe even a little bit before in the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that
when
was
he got
good.
the screwdriver. Yeah, that was good.
Rey Mysterio Jr. We found different ways to.
Junior.
ta-
Okay. It's
Didn't like him,
2000.
There are more than one Rey Mysterios.
Okay.
In the world.
Not according to WWE.
People be watching this going, Rey Mysterio Senior's come out. Oh my god.
Saudi Arabia's coming up.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio Jr.'s on his 5th surgery on his left knee. Then they can go get Rey Mysterio Senior and just go, well, you know.
It's the Mysterios.
Rey Mysterio Senior.
It was on Reddit today at the time of recording. It's been so many years. I can't remember how many exactly since Mysterio unmasked. 1 week since he unmasked on Nitro.
19.
99.
And everyone in the comments was like, "Yeah, why did this happen?" And everyone was like, the people who knew were like, "Bischoff thought the masks were marketable."
Yep.
And then he put the mask back on and went to WWE and
Sold lots
sold
of masks.
loads of masks.
Yep.
And
for
he's
a while,
still popular today, probably because of the mask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you remember at the time when-
Bishop admits they didn't get Lucha.
Ah.
It's only taken Vince a while to figure it out as well. It wasn't as if like they were going crazy on his show, but
Do you
Raise
remember
the-
around the time Kane came back with his mask on, we had the welder's mask and he took it off.
Yeah.
They were going to apparently build a record for mask sales, a match between him and Mysterio at WrestleMania, and make it like Maskamania. I remember reading that at the time. I was thinking that's like really stupid. That
I'd love
Just
that.
imagine
who
saying
wrote that?
half-
Don't
half-
say Ryan Satin, who we
I
haven't
don't-
mentioned
I
this
don't-
entire time.
Don't think I knew Big Satan back then.
Big Satan.
Big Satan. Big Evil.
Big Satan. Big Satan Jr.
Booger Red.
But it looks all right. Looks promising.
What
for
would
SummerSlam.
what would like wrestling journalists' themes be if they were going out? Ryan Satin's would be that.
Meltzers would be something like outrageous.
Mizawa's.
The 1980s.
What was that song that the guy from the Eagles did? It was perfect for this, and would be even perfect. I
The
remember the name of it.
Eagles? What the
I
band?
read the. Oh my god!
No,
shut
I
up.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
only-
gone. It's
I only
gone.
know
Dave
of
Meltzer's would be Mike Awesome's ECW
No.
theme. Awesome is his name.
That's it. Keep on talking.
I'd swear Meltzer's would have to be Mizawa's one because it's what? How does it go again? I can't believe I've forgotten this.
Mizawa's theme?
Yeah.
Doesn't have any lyrics, does it?
No, but there's a really distinctive tune. Oh, how have I forgot this? Oh, it's like one of the most iconic.
Tell you what it'd be. You ever heard of Mauro Ranallo's theme?
No.
Marinello's got a theme.
Mauro Ranallo's got a theme. It's called End of the Line, I believe. It sounds like a sort of like if a reporter was running through a media scrum. It sounds like that. That would be Meltzer's.
Yeah.
Dirty Laundry.
Dirty Laundry.
Read the evening news. Kick them up when they're up. Kick them up when they're down.
Okay. That would be Meltzer.
Yeah. See. Wow, Matthew, where'd you get your timing from? Broken clock.
Randy Orton style timing there.
Stupid. I like the idea of them coming down and coming down the ring, led by the entourage of Alvarez and Vinny.
And Mike Sempervive.
Yeah, the other one. Wade Keller at ringside with boo.
Sean Ross Sapp would have a good theme. He's a big baby face.
I'm sad. I'm bigger than ever.
He is a tall man.
He's quite tall, quite built. He was really nice. I miss him.
Brown and Stroud.
Brandon Stroud.
That was the thing be.
Oh, he was Jack. Don't know who
Stroud.
he is. Let it all out. Come on, England. I was doing the England version. Do you remember that?
Oh,
It was
James
James
Corden.
James
wasn't it?
Corden and Dizzy
Pops him
Rascal.
again, doesn't he?
I don't remember this.
Do you remember that song?
2010 World Cup.
Oh, James
Dizzy
Corden and
Rascal.
Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on,
He's
England.
everywhere.
These are the things I could do. And so the lyrics are all like,
Oh.
we need Rooney in tip-top condition. Aaron Lennon down the wing like he's on a mission. And Corden goes, meow. It was a good song, though. No, it wasn't. It was absolutely dreadful.
Well, the journalist
Bingo
forgot
Stroud. These are the things I tweet about.
wrestling.
Unfollow. It's a picture of Jack.
Up rocks. Up rocks.
Up rocks.
You know, talking to you.
Jack. No. Come on.
He tweeted me the other day. I didn't even tweet him first.
What did he say?
Can't remember.
I've never been tweeted by Brand Strowman. I've just been part of a conversation where he's like, someone tweeted him going, looks like Ross from Cultaholic's got heat with you, brother, or something.
What?
And Brown was like, I don't know
Oh, the
what this
fans
is
are
about.
best,
I
aren't
know,
they?
yeah.
I'll tweet. What did I tweet about? Ziggler versus Goldberg. wow, that'll be great if Matt Riddle comes out and beats the pair of them wearing flip-flops and cut 2 joints in his mouth.
That's what I want to happen.
Yeah. And everyone's like, what do you think at Dolph Ziggler? I'm like, yeah.
Grasses.
You little...
Grasses.
That's why
They have a Hall of Shame one week and we'll put them in.
I was a victim of that this week because I wrote that Seth Rollins intergender stuff up, and I was like, Seth Rollins, who of course will take on the much larger, stronger former UFC heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And so I was like, at Seth Rollins here. Look at this.
That happened to me once and about Taz, and Taz DM'd me.
Oh,
asking for a
see,
fight.
that's the worst case
I
scenario.
was like, have you disrespected me in any way? I was like, oh.
Taz was a news thing, wasn't
Should I have
it?
just replied, like, pick a hand?
Dude, you're in fear of tripping over Taz if you ever get in a fight with him, so don't worry.
Taz would end my life. Absolutely.
Your ankles.
No, he would.
If there's a stretcher water in the suitcase, right.
Oh my God.
This has been the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, and we're descending
back
into
to my
madness. Ross and Wrestler, do you have anything to plug or talk about?
Your funeral, maybe.
Survive if he lets you.
Get Donovan Dijak, he'll do the Dijak mission. Yeah, it goes off the tongue, that, doesn't it?
Desert Island Graps with Tom Campbell. Mike Quackenbush has had one. Nick Aldis has had one. There's
And
one
more.
coming up, which is very good.
Lovely.
I'm not going to say what it is, though.
I'd like to plug Get Clotheslined. They sent me this lovely T-shirt, and I said, yes, thank you very much. I'll
NWO
say
Japan.
nice things about you. It is a bit. I'm worried because the company are based on the Isle of Wight, and I've never met any of them. So I'm worried that it's Pacitti doing one of them ribs, and this says something really offensive, but I don't know. Could be.
If you know what this says, can you please tell us? It'll be half the names that get sent to the question bit. And I am also endorsed by Grapple. I wore this last week, as you may recall. The difference between this week and last week is this is being washed. So this is what it looked like if you used Daz. There are
Nice.
other brands available.
If Fred Perry want to sponsor me, I
How about a
failed.
little sponsor? Oh, Fred Perry.
I failed with Taurus.
Oh,
What is your
I watched you
Strongbow?
talk.
I don't think I've don't think I've got a chance. I don't think I'm Fred Perry's poster boy type. To be
Other-
honest with you.
No, but
Other
when you
ciders
replace
are available.
Corden, it's all right. Then you'll be there.
Oh, if Corden started wearing Fred Perry out, I'd burn them
well,
all.
Smithy
Burn
wore
your
a bit of
shirt.
that. Smithy wore a bit of that on Gavin and Stacey, the character.
Was he not a Sergio Tacchini? Was it
Was he?
Naughty's Sergio Tacchini? Sergio.
Oh, I know
Sergio?
what you are talking about, but I can't pronounce
Oh,
it.
I see. Sergio thingy.
Yes,
Aguero.
we need to stop talking. Thank you very much for listening and putting up with the insane ramblings of 3 bored people. Please put your hands in the middle of the table, stretch out, tickle the balls. No one's corrected us that yet. And as always, join us.
Join us.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us